calligraphy showing Feder Cup established 2025 by Major League Baseball. It's his own handwriting.
Are you aware there's a guitar player on the Mariners staff? Have you heard from Pete Woodworth, pitching coach, yet?
I've only read his name in emails.
Okay.
But I know Fender was nice enough to send up an amplifier for the Mariners clubhouse should they win the series this year.
Oh, okay.
So there's an amplifier waiting to be rocked out on by whoever wants to. But,
so you would like to see it played?
Oh yeah, I know Ed would like to see it played. That was one of the things when I shouldn't understate this, when he wanted to design a trophy, he wanted it, he knows a lot of Major League Baseball players, and he knows that a lot of them are musicians as well. And he's always one to want to encourage people to be creative and want to play instruments. So he wanted to make something that potentially could live in the team's clubhouse during the season, played by the players and appreciated and used. He doesn't want it to be just a hang-on-the-wall trophy piece. He wants it to be played.
Awesome.
That's his attitude with everything. He wants it to be played.
Fantastic.
It's a living, breathing instrument. It sounds great. So, yeah.
Is it going to be played before any of these games? Are we going to hear it?
Ed played it last week.
Okay.
Yeah, when I received it from Fender last week, we took it out to Ed's house so that he could put hands onto it, give his blessing on it. He played it for a while and said it's good to go.
I was angling for a pregame concert there, but no such luck this time. But it was great to have Eddie Vedder in the building yesterday and many from the Pearl Jam group over the last couple of days. And just really such a neat meeting of baseball and a different world altogether, the music world. And George is correct. We've had a few guitar players in the Mariners clubhouse through the years, some of them quite good. And I can't...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. Be cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball. Down.
There's a fastball. There's a flying bat. It's a high car.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's on point.
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
Season, September 26th to 28th. It's time to seize the moment and pack the park. Lock in your seats today at Mariners.com.
In the Pacific Northwest, there's one construction equipment rental provider of choice, Star Rentals. The Star Rentals team delivers superior customer service by leading with a culture of care and delivering unmatched follow-through across all 18 Star Rentals locations. Star Rentals is the largest independent construction equipment rental company in the Pacific Northwest, delivering quality care because they care. Learn more at starrentals.com. Star Rentals, the preferred supplier to the West's best contractors.
Whatever temperatures this summer brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training, and skills are backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. So whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new cooling system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort.
Schedule an appointment today. For a dealer near you, visit BryantNorthwest.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
We are coming to you live from the Western Washington Toyota broadcast booth here at T-Mobile Park, and the lights are on right now. A little bit overcast.
Yeah.
Perhaps a little bit of a haze out there as well. Not quite as warm as it's been. Still definitely summer. Important game at hand for the Mariners. Winning series is key right now. Split the series so far with the Padres. Brian Wu on the hill, you're feeling good about things, but I suspect they'll need an additional boost. And we're going to go to Picks to Click, presented by Sandberg Volvo Cars, to find that boost. Rick, who have you got your eye on today?
Well, I'll tell you what. In last night's ball game, he hit one foul, then he hit one fair. That doesn't happen very often. And it gave the Mariners a lead. I think he's on a roll right now. 4 home runs last 10 games. I'm going to stay with Gino with a long home run over the out-of-town scoreboard, upper deck in left field. He's going to hit a tape measure job. The longest home run of the year is going to be Gino
for Gino, or for the team, or for baseball?
For Gino.
For Gino.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the team.
For the team.
456. Cole Young.
Yes, allegedly.
He's going to go 460.
Could have been 470. We don't know.
It was 470, then it came down to 456.
Okay. All right. That's
Gino.
a bold pick right there.
Long home run.
You just keep going, you get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
Gino home run. Just Gino home run.
Gino
You're probably
home run.
good.
Gino
but
home
then,
run.
shoes untied. It's going 800 feet. All right. Okay, Rick. It's all written down. Gary, the pressure's on.
It's not on me. The pressure's on Brady again, who's picking for the 4th consecutive day. The last 3 have gone very well because the offense has been great. Brady's pick has not necessarily contributed to that, but that's what's been working out so well.
I've cursed one player per game.
But the rest of the offense has been really good.
They've done great.
We're just going to keep rolling with that. Yeah. So who is it today?
Unfortunately, I'm sorry to inform you that I'm going to think and pray that J.P. Crawford is going to be a triple shy of the cycle.
Oh, boy.
He's going to hit a home run, a double, and a single. He's not going to hit a triple. That's going to be mine. I got my buddy Kevin up here. He thinks Julio Rodriguez is going to go yard. He's going to go. Oh. He's going to hit the Fred Meyer upper deck tank right there.
Nice.
Fred Meyer's sign out there right below the T-Mobile Park sign. And he's not the curse, I am, so that actually might happen. I apologize to J.P. Crawford in advance because we've been winning outside of a little bit of a fluke yesterday, but I'll pick one guy. He does the opposite of what I say.
It's the reverse pick.
Yeah. So sorry to J.P., but it's
for the team.
It's for the team.
We won't tell him.
It's for the best.
We won't tell him.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Picks to Click for Better or Worse is presented by Sandberg Volvo Cars in Linwood. Compare the Sandberg difference for yourself. SandbergVolvoCars.com. And did I hear a sneaky extra pick in there? I think I did. There might be a lot of offense today. Coming up next, we're going to check out some things that are happening around baseball. One of the big sluggers went boom today. We'll get into that and more as the pregame show continues on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
O'BrienAutoGroup.com for the best factory certified and used vehicles in the Northwest. O'Brien.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped. They got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's pumped on.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
For our fans. If you're a current, retired, or even a casual athlete, having the right orthopedics team behind you can make all the difference. So stay on top of your game. Visit vmfh.org/Mariners and find an orthopedic specialist today.
They say teachers don't impact for a year, but for a lifetime. Hi, I'm Rick Riz. It's time to honor another Teacher of the Week with a $500 classroom grant, courtesy of your local credit union, WSECU.
This week's Teacher of the Week is Brian Tawney from Mount Si High School in Snoqualmie. Congratulations, and thank you to WSECU for honoring this year's Teacher of the Week recipients.
Great teachers truly inspire. To see this year's Teachers of the Week, visit mynorthwest.com/teacher.
Looking for high-quality assisted living that won't drain your life savings? At Care Partners Living, we offer compassionate care at a price that helps stretch and preserve your estate. No unnecessary luxury, just the support you need with dignity and heart. And if you ever need to convert to Medicaid, you don't have to move. With communities across Washington and Arizona, including new locations in Port Orchard, Sumner, Mercer Island, and North Creek Bothell, there's a Care Partners community near you. Care Partners Living, compassionate care and peace of mind. Visit carepartnersliving.com.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
We're getting ever closer to baseball here at T-Mobile Park. We are about 20 minutes away from first pitch. Brian Wu taking the hill, 11-7, 2.94 ERA. Oh, yes, he has dipped below 3 and looking to make his 26th straight start of 6 innings or more, and more importantly, help this Mariners team to a victory, which would lock up the series. Yu Darvish going for the Padres. He has been up and down throughout the year. He has struggled with some injuries here and there, but if you were listening to the roundtable, Mark Grant, broadcaster for the Padres, was very impressed with what he saw in Darvish's last outing, and number of stuff ticked up, and said he could be set up to kind of take off from there. We shall see what happens when the teams take the field. We'll get to the lineups in just 1 second, but right now we need to check out the Chevy Colorado scoreboard with 5 unique trims and available TurboMax engine. The 2025 Colorado is your rugged and ready for anything partner. I'm just going to look at 2 things right now. And one of them is going to be what the Yankees are doing. They are playing the Nationals. They are up 11-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. In that game, the Yankees have hit 6 home runs. Aaron Judge has one of them, so he's up to 41 now on the year and is 2 for 4 on the day. Of course, we will keep an eye on what happens later tonight with the Rockies and Astros in Houston. Framber Valdez, who's had some really rocky outings of late, will be on the hill for the Astros. Chase Dollander to go for the Rockies with a robust 6.91 ERA. Hope for the best there. We'll give you a full wrap-up after.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Sober now, and I have a good job. I talk with my family every day, and I'm loving life. And grace will lead me home.
Be inspired, volunteer, or donate at ugm.org.
Hey, M's fans. Rick Witters, owner of Cressy Door. Cressy Door has been servicing homes and commercial buildings since 1952. If you need garage doors for your home or building, make sure to call Cressy Door.
Toyota of Kirkland and Toyota of Renton have your next truck, so you can take the tailgate wherever you go. Their roster of 36-month leases on the Tacoma, leasing at $299 a month with $39.99 due at signing. The Tundra at 1.99% APR, leasing as low as $509 a month with $4,099 due at signing. And the Gas RAV4, leasing at just $299 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Whether you're in the north or the south, they got you covered. Visit ToyotaofKirkland.com and ToyotaofRenton.com today and take the tailgate wherever you go. Offers valid through September 2nd, 2025. Excludes taxes, titles, license, dealer accessories, and $200 negotiable dealer documentation fee. Model 750-8361 and 4432.
O'Brien. Goodbye baseball. Home runs in 3 consecutive games. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper.
The Mariners postseason push is on, and there's a whole new way to be part of the action. Introducing the Homestretch Flex Plan, a $500 membership that gives you the freedom to choose your games and seats for the rest of the season, all while saving 5% on tickets and no fees.
Strike 3 call. Triple digits to end it and complete the sweep.
You can use your credit however you want. Go big with club seats for a couple high-stakes showdowns, or stretch it out until the final series against the Dodgers. And the best part? Homestretch Flex members get priority access to our postseason pre-sale. That means you're first in line when October comes calling. The team is locked in.
J.P. Crawford! Game winner, walk-off bench in the 9th inning.
And now it's time to bring the energy down the stretch. Come on board today at mariners.com/homestretch. Mariners baseball. Try dance up.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey Mariners fans, KeyBank will meet you in the I Want the Best Seat in the House moment. KeyBank is teaming up with the Mariners to bring you the Super Seats Moment Sweepstakes, where you could win Diamond Club seats to an upcoming Mariners game and a chance at $5,000, in addition to other team merchandise and prizes. Visit any Washington State KeyBank branch today to learn more and to enter. Limit 1 entry per person, must be 18 years or older. KeyBank is a proud partner of the Seattle Mariners. KeyBank member FDIC.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
It is the Mariners pregame show brought to you by Toyota of Kirkland and Toyota of Renton. Aaron Goldsmith, Gary Hill. Gary, this homestand has just been forever.
Oh, yeah. Real long one. Can't wait to get back out on the road. Hey, can it be a 3-city East Coast trip, too?
Yeah,
that'd be great.
No, the good news is we're going to go to the complete outpost of the American League, so don't worry. It'll happen. Hey, the Mariners wrap up.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger, and you just go.
You would figure, but nevertheless, right? But the Mariners made him throw 30 pitches. Obviously, the Mariners just gave up too many runs last night. That was the problem. But this is where the Mariners now have an advantage. They have Brian Wu today on the mound, and you have to feel great about that, especially in his home ballpark. And tell you what, if you win 2 series this year against the San Diego Padres, a team that, who knows, could represent the National League in the World Series, like, you're in a good spot.
Great spot. And they played well. I think you feel great about the offense the last 3 days. You feel really great about it. And then with Wu on the mound, score early,
right, yes.
Get ahead early, get ahead by the 6. I mean, those are all keys to this one. And your point about Miller is 100% right. What a weapon to have to unleash in the 7th or 8th or 6th if you wanted to, because he's not their closer, so they're just spotting him where they really need him. And with the top of the Mariners lineup coming up, and you know how other opponents are thinking about it.
Right.
You know, you got Cal there, Randy. There's a lot of threat right there, so they went to their best guy late. But, man, what a luxury.
It's wild because this Padres team is one of the best teams in baseball, and they did score 7 runs last night. Let's be clear about that. But when I look at their lineup, there isn't somebody like, we're just in Philly, right? And it's like, here comes Schwarber, right? Or I know Harper isn't having a Harper season, but there isn't like a Jordan in their lineup. But they just have a pretty pesky lineup 1 through 9, and enough pop sprinkled in that it makes you kind of a little nervous at times. But there isn't like a Goliath. Do you feel the same way?
Yes, especially when Tatis is not slugging like he's slugged in the past. Like, he can potentially be that guy. And Machado has been that guy before, but maybe not currently. But, yeah, they're just on a given night.
Yeah. As we saw.
Yeah, as we saw. On any given night, they can do what they did last night. Even though the slug overall hasn't been great. But like the Mariners, their lineup has transformed since the deadline. And we saw that last night. Laureano has made a huge difference for them.
Which I said Ramon Laureano will be the key at the deadline this year in Major League Baseball. And good for the Padres. They got him. Yeah. Mariners and the Padres, the deciding game of 3. More coming up on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
Mariners pregame has been brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino Resort,
WSECU,
and 3 Tree Roofing. Don't go anywhere. First pitch is next.
$195 million.
Global Credit Union members saved $195 million last year through lower fees and better interest rates. At Global, member service is our highest priority. 27 branches throughout Washington, an easy-to-use mobile app, and access to a member service rep wherever you are and whenever you need help. 24/7, 365 days a year. Learn more at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, proud partners of Seattle Mariners Radio.
Baseball fans, it's time to step up to the plate and swing for a grand slam at the biggest and best in the Northwest. Muckleshoot Casino Resort is always a home run. With the best games, the best restaurants, the best pool and spa, and the best rooms and luxury suites. Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the biggest and best in the Northwest.
Muckleshoot. Are you ready to hit a home run with your shopping? Well, look no further than the Fred Meyer Mariners Rewards Program. It's your ticket to win big while you shop. Here's how it works. For every $1 you spend on participating products like Cerno's Ground Chicken and Twisted Tea, you earn Fred Meyer Mariners Rewards points. Redeem your points all season long.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
Down. There's a fastball, and there's a flying bat. It's a pie car. And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Making his 26th start of the year. Every start, he's gone 6 or more innings, and he's setting all kinds of records doing that, plus walking only 2 or fewer. Yu Darvish, the veteran right-hander, going for the Padres. He's 3-3 with a 5.36 ERA. This will be his 10th start of the year. So it's Wu against you, and you're there. We're going to bring you all the play-by-play of the final game of the 3-game series between the Mariners and the San Diego Padres. We'll be back and have a look at this afternoon's starting lineups right after this timeout.
Hey, college students, Safeway is giving you 5% off. That's right. Junior colleges, tech schools, universities, just verify your student ID in the app, unlock exclusive deals, and shop on the app or in person. Better yet, subscribe to Fresh Pass to get free delivery and other special offers. Remember, if you use EBT, Fresh Pass is 50% off and you get savings on fresh produce. For all the details, visit Safeway.com/4U. That's Safeway.com/FOR and the letter U.
Sometimes technology stands in the way of getting things done. That's why Pacific Office Automation is your trusted partner in helping solve your business problems. We provide custom office solutions with unrivaled speed, efficiency, and security for your customer, your company, and your community. Whatever your field, whatever your goal, we have your office game plan. Visit PacificOffice.com to schedule a technology assessment today. Pacific Office.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook
at the public school system for ages. So we all started cooking with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother. So that's when Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
Again, Mariners and Padres, as the Mariners get ready to take the field here at T-Mobile Park. We're ready for baseball. We have first pitch play-by-play right after this.
Luxury has arrived at Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. The hotel is open and you can book now at snocasino.com. The destination spa, the expanded non-smoking gaming floor, the big 2,000-seat entertainment space and convention center, and the new restaurants, food venues as well. Effortless style and the utmost in relaxation. Go to snocasino.com to book. Seattle's closest is now Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through September 2nd, get 3.99 APR financing on a new gas-powered 25 RAV4. Excludes hybrids. Or lease a RAV4 LE with all-wheel drive for $299 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. A negotiable doc fee of up to $200 may be added. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Hey, make sure your kids are here on September 14th. It's Kids Run Around the Bases. All kids 14 and under getting a chance to circle the bases after the Mariners take on the Angels. You can get your seats for the whole family at mariners.com/tickets. Yeah, we're talking about September baseball on the horizon. First things first, big day today. Gary Hill, Rick Riz here. The Mariners a game and a half behind the Astros coming into action today. Looking for a series win against the Padres. And I've seen a lot of fireworks from the Mariners offense the last few days. We'll see if that continues.
Gary, especially the fifth inning.
Yes.
Seems like the Mariners saved their best for the fifth because they came up with 6 in the bottom of the fifth inning in last night's ballgame. They were down early 5-0 as San Diego scored all 5 in the top of the first inning. But then Randy Arozarena gave the Mariners a chance with a 3-run home run. Gino with a 3-run home run. Mariners had the lead, but unfortunately the Padres would come back to win last night 7-6. The series at 1 win apiece. So with Brian Wu on the mound, Gary, great chance to win the series.
For sure. Wu has been so consistent this year. Has been especially dominant here at home.
And welcome back to T-Mobile Park, everybody, for the finale of the series with the Padres and the final game of the brief homestand. We'll be in Cleveland in a couple of days. To play Cleveland in a couple of days. We'll be there later on tonight. Fernando Tatis will lead things off. Brian Wu up on the hill. This kid has been amazing. Brian ready, the lineup, first pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike, and we're underway. Welcome to Mariners baseball, everybody. And the clouds, well, we got this clouds all over the place, kind of hazy right now, and the lights are on a Wednesday afternoon. But overall, very pleasant day here at the old ballpark. Now the 0-1 pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. And the count is 0-2 on Tatis. Wu, just 25 years of age, 11-7 with a 2.94 ERA, making his 26th start of the year. Each and every start, he's gone 6 or more innings pitched. The Mariner Club record to start the year. The windup and the 0-2 to Tatis. Breaking ball is low and outside for ball 1. He's coming off a great outing his last time out here at home against the A's. That was a 3-2 win. He went 7 innings, gave up 1 run, 1 hit. That was Brett Rooker home run. in the first inning. That was it. He retired 20 of the next 24. The 1-2. Swing and a foul, backing out of play by Tatis. And the count is still a ball and 2 strikes. He walked only 2. That's what Brian Wu does. Or outstanding. Wu ready from the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch on the way to Tatis. A breaking ball is low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mariners won the opening game of this series a couple of nights ago. Scored a bunch of runs. They won 9-6. And before that game, they scored 11 to beat the Athletics 11-4. So the Mariners offense has been really rolling the last few days. Now the windup of the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball 2-hopper toward the gap in short. Taken by Suarez. Gino's toss across is in time to get Tatis. And 1 away for the Padres here in the top of the first inning. All right, time now for the roof report from 3 Tree Roofing. And the roof is wide open on a very pleasant Wednesday afternoon here in Seattle. Glad you could join us for all the play-by-play. The roof report brought to you by 3 Tree Roofing, the #1 roofer in Washington. Go to 3treeroofing.com for a free estimate today. Here's Ramon Laureano. He had the big hit last night for San Diego. Grand slam in the first. Pitch to him on the way, and it's a strike, 0-1. Laureano, along with Ryan O'Hearn, coming over at the trade deadline from the Baltimore Orioles. 2 big pickups for San Diego. Ryan into the windup, and the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a line shot foul on the third base side. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. But Wu has been so consistent. We talked about his last start here at home against the A's. 7 innings, 1 run, 1 hit. Time before that against the Mets, he lost 3-1, but he pitched very well. He went 6 innings, gave up just 1 run. He walked 2, and he struck out 8. And over his last 4 starts, Brian is 3-1 with a 2.07 earned run average. He was an all-star this year. Had a chance to pitch in that game in Atlanta. Struck out Ronald Acuna Jr. He had a scoreless inning. What a year for Brian. The pitch. Swinging a foul, backing out of play by Laureano, and the count is still 0-2. So Gary, the rest of the way, each and every day, we're going to be watching that scoreboard to see how Houston's doing, because Mariners are still on their heels.
Yeah, locked up in a battle. Colorado helped out yesterday, beating Houston. Unexpected.
Now the 0-2 again is a little bit low. Ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, Colorado won yesterday, 6-1?
Yeah, especially with Hunter Brown on the mound for the Astros. That is not one you would have expected the Rockies to get.
The good news for the Astros, they got Yordan Alvarez back, who's been out since early May with a fractured hand. Brian takes a big side. The windup and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a fastball at 97. So for Brian, strikeout number 1. 2 outs for the Padres here in the top of the first inning. Man, that fastball at 97 has so much movement. It starts away off the plate, comes back over the outside corner. So Laureano has to have a late swing because he sees it's going to be a strike. So 2 up, 2 down. Here's Manny Machado batting .290. The line and the pitch on the way from Wu. Swing and a miss. There's that invisible at 97 miles an hour. Brian has that 4-seamer that he delivers up and in to right-handed hitters. The 2-seamer. He'll work that away or work it in. And the secondary pitches as well. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Machado, and the count is now 0-2. And another good fastball from Brian. Let's see what Cal has in mind here. What pitch he wants Brian to throw. Maybe to get another strikeout. At least get the final out of the inning. Just underway, top of the first. The windup and the 0-2 on the way. Swinging a ground ball right side. Cole Young to his left. He scoops it up. Throws the first. In time to get Machado, and it's 1-2-3 for the Padres in the top of the first inning, and a nice start for Brian Wu.
Today the world smiles at
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Based on analysis by Ookla, speed test intelligence data, 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Make the play of the day right at the pump. When you stop at Arco, you're getting quality top-tier gas for less. And that's one for the highlight reel. Take the win at Arco. Savings based on independent retail price survey.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Home Street Bank score, the Padres nothing, and the Mariners coming up here in the bottom of the first to face veteran Yu Darvish. Randy Rosarena will lead things off. Here's the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball gets in there for a strike, 0-1. Darvish, 3-3 with a 5.36 ERA, only his 10th start of the year. The windup and the 0-1 to Randy, low and outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike from Osaka, Japan. Had a great career in Japan before signing years ago as a free agent with the Texas Rangers back in 2012. 7-3 last year with a 3.31 ERA for San Diego and 16 starts. Pitch on the way, a strike. And the count is now 1-2. So he's been bothered by some injuries late in his career. He's 39 years of age. Big guy, 6'5", 220. Darvish from the stretch, high leg kick, and delivers outside to Randy. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Randy got the Mariners back in that ball game last night. They were down 5-0 with 2 on at the bottom of the 5th inning. Hit a long home run into the upper deck at left field. And then Gino followed with a 3-run home run later on that inning. Here's the pitch to Randy. On the way. Swing and a little looper. And this one is going to float out to shortstop. Xander Bogaerts takes a few steps out in shallow left field to make the catch. And 1 away for the Mariners here in the bottom of the first. Well, the next Mariners Must Have collectible giveaway is coming up in early September. Don't miss your chance to score Logan Gilbert Funko Pop. Available to the first 10,000 fans each game September 8th, 9th, and 10th against the Cardinals. Lock in your seats today at Mariners.com. 1 away, here's Cal Raleigh. Always a threat to hit a home run every time he steps up to home plate. Pitch on the way, a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. At least it seems that way. A couple of days ago, Cal hit his 50th home run of the season. And the day before, he hit 2 to tie and set the record for most home runs by a catcher in a single season. Next offer is up and in as Cal turns away from ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. And now he has 50. Only 2 players in Mariners history have hit 50 home runs in a season. Of course, the other guy is Ken Griffey Jr. Did it twice. The 1-1 to Cal. Off speed is high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. So that's the amazing thing about Cal's historic run this year. He's surpassing or tying or setting all kinds of records or milestones against some of the greatest hitters in the game. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's up and away for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. And with still a month to go in the regular season, he has a chance to move on by Junior. The look in by Darvish. And the right-hander's 3-1 on the way to Cal. Swinging a high fly ball into right field. Tatis backpedals just a few steps well in front of the warning track, and he's there to make the catch. And anytime the ball goes in the air to the outfield, you feel this rush of energy from the crowd here at the ballpark. And Cal just got underneath it, flies out to right field, 2 outs.
Yeah, that was 102 off the bat. He stung it just a little underneath it. Straightens that out. That's
gone.
I don't know, 12 rows back in right field.
No doubt about it. So 2 outs. No score, bottom of the first. Here's Julio. Pitch on the way is way outside from Darvish for a ball 1. Darvish coming off a really good outing his last time out, a win against the Dodgers on August the 22nd, 5 days ago. Went 6 innings, gave up 1 run, 1 hit. Here's the pitch to Julio, way outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That was his best start of the year. He walked 1 and he struck out 5. Time before that, again a start against the Dodgers. Lasted only 4 innings. So he fixed what was ever a little bit off and pitched very well the next time around. The stretch and the 2-0 on the way to Julio, and here she comes. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Julio on a nice roll for a while. Last 40 games, Julio's batting .301 with 14 home runs and 29 runs batted in. He was 2 for 4 last night. The look in by Darvish, the 2-1 pitch is a strike on the inside corner. 2-2. By the way, the home plate umpire this afternoon is Will Little. Lance Barksdale, the umpire at first. Ryan Wills at second. Edwin Jimenez is the umpire at third. 2 up, 2 down, bottom of the first. The windup and the pitch on the way to Julio. Swing and a foul back and a curveball at 72 miles an hour. Darvish had Julio way out in front. He tried to stay back, but his swing was able to just get a piece of the pitch, keep the at-bat alive, and it's still 2-2.
72 is faster than it looked. It looked slow motion.
Yeah. And that's why Julio was way out in front, just waiting for the pitch to get near home plate and try to fight it off, which he did. Still 2-2. Look in by Darvish, delivers, swinging a little tapper out in front of the plate, rolls out toward the mound, picked up by Darvish. He's got it, throws the first end, time to get Julio, and that's going to retire the side. We go to the top half of the second. Home Street Bank score, the Mariners nothing, and the Padres nothing.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Fix is safe, but the quality is light. Instead, trust Good Dog Auto Glass for the best in quality auto glass.
Don't let the insurance company bully you. When you call, we answer the phone. Visit us online and get more bang for your buck.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Home Street Bank score, Mariners nothing, Padres nothing. We go to the top half of the second. Ryan O'Hearn will lead things off, the DH. Wu ready, fires away. Fastball, it's outside, ball 1. Nice crowd on a Wednesday afternoon. Mariners have played very well at home. Love that home cooking. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball, straightaway center field. Julio just drifting back a few steps. He's there and he makes the catch. 1 away for San Diego here in the top half of the second. All right, time now for this afternoon's Men of Steel report. Brought to you by Steel Outdoor Power Equipment. How about Gino Suarez last night with a long home run. That put the Mariners on top 6-5. His 41st home run of the season. And that put him over the 100 RBI mark for the year with 101 with that 3-run home run. Now one of 5 players since 2018 to have 100-plus RBIs 4 times since then. Here's Xander Bogaerts, and he takes a strike from Wu, 0-1. So that's this afternoon's Men of Steel report, brought to you by Steel Outdoor Power Equipment. Find your steel. Visit steeldealers.com. That's STIHL dealers.com. Brian ready? The windup and the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back behind the plate, and the count 0-2. He doesn't walk many guys, Gary, because he is strike one on so many hitters. He puts hitters very aggressive early in the count to swing the bat because they know he's going to throw strikes.
He's just in full attack all the time.
Brian with 1 strikeout early in the ball game. The windup and the 0-2. Swinging a pop-up. This is out of play on the first base side. Kind of still 0-2 on Bogaerts.
The beauty of those fastballs, he's just always attacking with the 4-seam and the 2-seam. The hitter's guessing which it's going to be, both with wicked movement in different parts of the zone.
Attacks both sides of the plate. Here's the windup and the 0-2 again. Swinging a broken bat, slow roller to third, and Gino has to dodge. The barrel of the bat comes up, barehands the ball, and no throw to first. He had to get away from the barrel that lands deep behind the bag at third base, near the edge of the grass in left field. A broken bat single for Bogaerts. And a lot of times you see the business end of the bat go this way or that way, but it went right at Eugenio Suarez at third, and Bogaerts has a broken bat single with 1 out here in the second.
That's just terrible luck. There was nothing Gino could do about that. You have to avoid the barrel of the bat.
Normally Gino comes racing in and going after the ball. The bat's somewhere off to the left side for a hitter, but the bat went right at Gino. Barrel. So 1 on and 1 away, no score. Top of the second, here's Gavin Sheets. Big home run a couple of nights ago. The stretch by Wu. And the pitch. Swing and a foul backing out of play off to our left. 0-1. And a fan makes a nice catch. Give that fan a contract. When you come out to T-Mobile Park, you might get yourself a souvenir. Bring your glove, though, out to the game. That'll help out a lot. Wu ready from the stretch, and the 0-1 is low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan grew up in the Oakland area, and as a kid in high school, his coach in high school was Tony Arnovich's uncle. And Brian was an outstanding shortstop. He had a great arm. Here's the pitch, swung on, popped out of play on the third base side, and the count 1-2. So he probably could have gone on to college to play shortstop. Tony Arnovich now is our bullpen coach, but his uncle was Brian's coach in high school growing up in Alameda, California. Brian looks in to get the sign from Cal Raleigh, the stretch. And the 1-2 pitch on the way to Sheets is low. Ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brian ended up going to Cal Poly. Pitched in college, and while he was in college, he had Tommy John surgery. The look in, and the 2-2 is low and outside for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the Mariners saw a video of Brian. They liked what they saw and made him a 6th-round pick in the June draft of 2021, the same draft where the Mariners got Bryce Miller in the 4th round. Mariners had a string of great drafts from 2018 to 2021. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw down to second by Cal. The catch, the tag, and safe at second is Bogaerts. Holy smokes, he's called safe at second. The throw by Cal looked like it was there to JP in time as Sheets strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning. And let's see if the Mariners take a look at it, and they will not.
Wow, how did he avoid that tag? That throw beat him by a mile. And he just pulled his left arm away from the tag and snuck in. That's an amazing swim slide. That was incredible.
He went in with his left hand, pulled it back. Bogart's reaching in with his right hand to get in there. Here's Jose Iglesias. The throw is there. Here's the pitch of the way. Swinging a ground ball foul out by the Padres third base dugout, and the count is 0-1. The old swim slide, head first slide, and Bogarts did it perfectly. So a runner on at second, 2 outs, no score. Iglesias' first appearance of the series. The pitch to him is low and outside for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, Cal did his part. That was a perfect throw. Yeah. It was just a great slide.
Iglesias batting .227, a home run, and 29 runs batted in. The pitch to him just a bit outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Padres at 75-58, one of the better records in the National League and in baseball. They're 43-22 at Petco Park. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball is short. JP, easy second up. He's got it. Fires the first in time to Naylor to get Iglesias, and that's it for San Diego. No runs, 1 hit, and a man left on. We head to the bottom of the second. Home Street Bank score.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, we head to the bottom half of the second. The Mariners and the Padres no score. That's your Home Street Bank score. And Josh Naylor will lead things off. Yu Darvish on the mound at a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. Line and the pitch to Josh is going to be a little bit low and inside for ball 1. You see the Padres a lot, especially toward the end of February and the entire month of March. We share the same spring training complex in Peoria, Arizona. Here's the pitch on the way inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And that was just a genius of an idea to bring 2 metropolitan cities and teams into one area of Arizona, in the Phoenix area up in Peoria. Here's the windup and the next pitch. Swinging a ground ball, hard hit right side, off to his left is Iglesias. He's got it, sets up, and throws the first in time to get Naylor for the out, and there's 1 away. And then all of a sudden, I think you have about 5 or 6 cities in Arizona with the dual complex, where you got the 2 cities coming in. And the Cactus League has really grown and sprouted up since the Mariners and the Padres got together back in 1993. San Diego was there first, then the Mariners got there in 94. And we always see a lot of fans, great fans, come down for spring training. Here's Eugenio Suarez. Pitch on the way to Gino, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1. So, folks, I know it's the end of August. We got a lot of baseball left to go, some meaningful games getting to the postseason. But go ahead and make your plans right now for spring training. It's a lot of fun if you haven't been. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, base hit into left field. Solid base hit for Gino. Up and the ball is Sheets. Gets the throw in, and Eugenio is on at first base with the Mariners' first hit of the afternoon off of Yu Darvish. Say, friends, when considering a Volvo, people should come to Sandberg Volvo Cars in Linwood to experience the Sandberg difference. The only Excellence Award winner and family-owned and operated Volvo dealership in the Northwest. You're going to come in as a friend, leave as a member of the family with a great car. See great reviews at SandbergVolvoCars.com. Here's Jorge Polanco, the DH this afternoon. The look in by Darvish delivers, and it's low and outside with a fastball for ball one. Spring training is such a great time of the year. The weather is absolutely perfect. We broadcast every game on radio and a handful of games on television. Chance to see the fans down at the lower fields walking around from field 1 to field 2 and visiting the lower fields when the minor league clubs show up. There goes Gino. Pitch on the way for a strike. The throw down a second. The slide. The tag. Safe. Hey, Eugenio Suarez with a stolen base. His 4th of the year, and the Mariners have the go-ahead run on in scoring position. And there's the genius of Eric Young Jr. over there, Mariners first base coach, always looking to see what the pitcher does or doesn't do that can tell the runner to take off and steal a base. 1-1 the count on Polanco. Base hit here gives the Mariners a lead. Here's the pitch over for a strike. The count is now 1-2. Gary, I think EY can help you and I steal a base.
I mean, Gino, now he's here. He knows everyone's got the green light already. His 3rd stolen base as a Mariner.
How about that? Now the set. And the 1-2 on the way. Swinging a ground ball up the first base side, foul. And it's still 1-2 on Polanco.
Mariners 4th in baseball in stolen bases.
Up there in home runs, it's been a nice kind of combination. Power, the speed. Meantime, the Padres, they don't hit many home runs, but they did last night, a grand slam. Here's the set. And the 1-2 again to Polanco. Swing and a miss at a curveball at 71 miles an hour, strike 3.
You know what's interesting about their stolen base total? It's not like somebody has 50 and has the bulk of. It's really up and down. You have Randy and Julio, of course, over 20 apiece, but it's really spread out throughout the roster.
Cal has 14.
Yes, he does.
Josh Naylor has 22. He stole a bunch of bases as soon as he got here after the trade. Here's Luke Raley, and Luke takes a pitch low and inside for ball 1.
Because if you would have said at the beginning of the year, Robles and Raley would miss as much time as they have, you would have thought their stolen bases really take a hit.
Not the case. The 1-0 to Luke, and it's inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Been a tough year for Luke with the injuries. Batting .209, 4 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Always nice to get that bat in the lineup. Darvish checks out Gino at second, and now a turnaround and a fake move over to second base.
Well, the beauty about where the Mariners are at, it's been a frustrating season for Raley, but has a big September, and you can forget about everything that's happened up until that point.
No doubt about it. The 2-0 to Luke, and a swing and a miss at a cutter down and in, and the count is now 2-1. If you're Luke Raley or you're Victor Robles or other guys who come off the IL after spending a lot of time away from the big club, you got to look at it as a brand new season and a new opportunity. And this is like day one. Here's the pitch to Luke. Low and outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Coaching down at third base, Chris Negron. First base, Eric Young Jr. Suarez will lead at second with 2 outs. No score. Bottom of inning number 2. The stretch. And the 3-1 on the way to Raley. Swing and a miss. And man alive, that slider's at 85 miles an hour. Count is full on Raley at 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Yu Darvish kind of staying under the radar with that slow curve and the slider. Mariners looking to improve their record in interleague play. Right now 16-19 against the National League. Here's the set. And the right-hander's 3-2 to Raley. Swing and a fly ball into the gap, deep right center field. That will get down for a base hit. Here comes Gino rounding third. He will score. The throw to third. Head first slide by Luke. He's safe at second base. Luke Raley with a 2-out RBI double. The Mariners have the lead 1-0 here in the bottom half of the second. Yes, indeed. Nice to have Luke back in that lineup.
Yeah, that was wonderful. That standstill curveball has been a great weapon for Darvish so far today. Raley, though, waited for it and smacked it into the gap. That's a great piece of hitting.
And it's a lot of times it's really tough to wait on that thing, and he did. And drilled it into the gap in right center field. So 1-0 Mariners. Here's J.P. Crawford looking for another RBI hit. Darvish fires away. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1.
Credit Gino, kind of a small thing, but as he rounded third, he looked up and saw Raley going for 2 and then really sped up home just in case Raley got thrown out at second to make sure the run counted.
That out is made. Run doesn't count. His fees not there. Swinging a pop-up, left side of the infield. Coming in, Machado near the cut of the grass at third, and he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. Well, the Mariners get a run, and they get the lead. We go to the top of the third. Home Street Bank score. The Mariners won.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Volunteer or donate at UGM.org. You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
We head to the third. 1-0 Mariners with the lead. That's your Home Street Bank score. Wu has been excellent so far. He'll face Jake Cronenworth, the first baseman, to lead off the inning. Wu, first base side of the rubber. Goes into the motion. Here comes his first pitch.
And came out of the bullpen, so he's got all sorts of talent.
Good spot, another fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wu faced the Padres earlier this season in San Diego, went 7 innings, allowed just 1 run. Pitched great. The 1-1. Swung on, slashed on the third base line. That's out of play, foul ball. You know, Wu has had such a marvelous season in a number of different ways, but you know, perhaps the thing that I find most impressive, or one of the most impressive things about Wu and what he's done so far this season, is he comes set. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and that's lifted left field. That's going to tail into the seats. That's out of play. Wu has been especially dominant here at T-Mobile Park. This year, a 2.28 ERA at home. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's into the motion. He deals. Upstairs. Missed with a ball. Opponents have a .216 on base percentage against Wu here at home. Now, to put that in context, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He kicks. He deals. Swung on line drive, but right to JP. Takes 1 step to his left. He puts it away. That's the first out here in the third. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. 1-0 Mariners. So that on base percentage, .216. If you go back to 1970, for pitchers with at least 10 starts in their home ballpark, that is the 7th lowest on base percentage in a season. The list is great. Here's Fermin, the catcher batting 9th, the pitch. And that's downstairs.
Can I guess one guy?
Oh, yeah. Fire away.
Bob Gibson?
No.
What?
Not Bob Gibson. 1970. Yeah. That's the cutoff. So,
okay. So
yeah.
I was thinking 60. 80 at the
I put it in the 60s. Sandy Koufax shows up a couple times, too. The 1-0. Swung on, ground ball right to Gino. He's got it on one hop. Fires across the diamond, plenty of time. 2 away. Do you want me to give it to you, or do you want more guesses?
No,
okay.
Nolan Ryan.
So, Jacob deGrom has the lowest.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Then it goes Clayton Kershaw, number 2. Here's what's great. Logan Gilbert is number 3 this year.
Wow.
Yeah, the on-base percentage is 193 against Logan Gilbert in this ballpark this year. 4 is Kershaw. 5 is Brian Wu from last year. 6 is Garrett Cole from 19. Here's the pitch to Tatis. Swung on. Line drive, left field, base hit. Arozarena will cut it off. Tatis will check in with a single. Takes a wide turn, but he's going to hold there. So Garrett Cole from 19 is 6th, and then Brian Wu from this year is 7th.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
And we're going to have these guys for a long time.
I mean,
Brian Wu's 25.
Both of them have been great, no matter where they've been. But at home, it has been an entirely different level, like historic level. When you look at the names they're compared to, I mean, at 216 on base is silly. Here's Laureano. He's been tough this series. The pitch to him. That's a strike over the corner.
And all you have to do, obviously they're very talented, take a look at their walk totals.
Yeah.
They don't walk anybody.
Yeah.
Brian Wu, 25 starts, 6 or more innings pitched, 2 walks or fewer. Every time out, nobody gets a first. And Logan, too.
Such a difference maker. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball, hopping foul, third base side. To your point, Wu has the 4th lowest walk rate in baseball this season.
The beauty of strike one, Gary, you know, winning the 0-0 counts with the Mariners stretch and the 1-1 counts.
For sure. And then you couple that, he has a really good strikeout rate, too. So when you are striking guys out and not walking guys, that's such a great place to start. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
There you go.
That was a beauty. A slider that he cuts through. Laureano goes down. And Wu works around the walk here in the top of the 3rd. That's it for the...
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepas with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Food and the best rooms and suites at Muckleshoot Casino Resort. It's a home run.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Here's Cole Young to lead things off for the Mariners. The pitch from Darvish. That's a strike at the knees. 1-0 Mariners, 3rd inning. That's your Home Street Bank score. Luke Raley, an RBI double last inning to give the Mariners the lead. Darvish set. Hesitates, delivers. Swung on, slow roller right side. Darvish pounces on it, scoops it to first just in time. That beats Young, and that's the first out here in the 3rd. Darvish, he has really fought through a lot of injury issues the last couple of years. It was a late start to this year. Didn't join the rotation until the beginning of July. It was really a rocky start. Struggled out of the gates, but Made an adjustment 3 starts ago. He's changed his arm angle. He's much lower his last handful of starts, and it's really been effective. Here's a Rosarena. Darvish ready. He deals. There it is, that slow curveball. That's down low. Oh, apparently he went. That's a strike. Randy not thrilled. 0-1.
Sometimes you drag the bat a little bit too far out in front of the plate. Tough to hold up.
Here comes the 0-1. That's up and in. Curveball at 70 miles per hour. Darvish will throw pitches the entire range of speeds. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off, first base side. That's going to tail into the seats. What does he throw? Well, he throws everything. He has all the pitches.
It seems like he's throwing a ball of Kleenex up the home plate sometimes.
It's remarkable.
Yeah.
Cutter's been his favorite today so far. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. There was the cutter as Rosarena swings through. So there's 2 away here in the third. That brings up Cal Raleigh. Cal just got under one last time. 50 home runs as he stands in. Darvish from the stretch. Mariners leading 1-0. Here comes the pitch to Cal. Swung on off the end of the bat. Foul ball into the crowd behind the Mariners behind the Padres third base dugout. So no balls, a strike. 2 outs. Darvish from the chest. Here comes the 0-1 to Cal. Way outside. One with the cutter off the plate. Cal bent at the waist. Now straightens up. White batting gloves gripping the bat. Here's the 1-1. That floats low. Another curveball. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Cal ahead.
I don't think the radar's right. It seems like that ball comes in at 40 miles an hour.
That's the way it looks.
7.
It almost looks like you're watching a position player just heave in a 43-mile-per-hour pitch. Here comes the 2-1. That floats in for a strike upstairs. 69 miles per hour. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Darvish ready. He deals 2-2 to Cal. Swung on, fought off foul, tried to reach back for extra. That was one of the rare fastballs we've seen at 95.
There's that tough gap. He just threw a ball under 70, then 95. That's 25 miles, that gap that you got to watch for and protect.
Yeah, 95 has to look more firm than that. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, popped up behind the bag, first base side. Cronenworth in fair territory, reaches up, makes the catch in the grass, and that's it for the Mariners. They go 1-2-3 in the third. So nothing doing here. We head to the 4th inning.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Wow. It's like an Academy Award came to life. How long do you think that took to get ready?
You know, it's really not fun facing a guy with that kind of stuff, I'll just tell you that.
Presented without comment.
It's a raft, it's got an outboard motor, it's got a little barbecue, and it's got a hot tub.
Look at that.
I mean, come on.
American ingenuity.
That is living. What else can go wrong here?
Where are the Angels in the outfield? They're everywhere.
Now representing the organization
Jim Leland and AJ Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Turzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
Sports app. Now, back to the ballpark.
Welcome back inside T-Mobile Park. The Mariners and the Padres. M's on top 1-0 as we head to the fourth. That's your Home Street Bank score. Wu will square off with Manny Machado to lead off the fourth inning. It's our premium matchup powered by Atmos Rewards, a loyalty program by Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines. Join today at atmosrewards.com, atmosrewards.com. Here comes the pitch from Wu. He heaves it in for a strike. He's ahead on a slider, 0-1. Machado grounded out to second his first time. 999 career hits as a Padre for Machado. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, spoiled foul, out of play, first base side. He'll become just the fourth Padre with 1,000 or more hits in a San Diego uniform. It's already fourth on the career Padre hit list. Here's the 0-2. That steams low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dave Winfield is third. Gary Templeton, longtime shortstop for the Padres, second. I think everyone knows who's number 1 on the list. Tony Gwynn, of course. The spread is pretty wide between 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That was a beauty. Two-seamer fading away. That was sick. Strikeout number 4 for Wu. One away here in the fourth. Let's pause for station identification on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Take every game with you on the go by downloading the Seattle Sports app.
710 KIRO AM Seattle and KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma, the home of the Mariners.
Here's O'Hearn, the pitch. It's a strike. You look at the Padres hit list, Machado at 999, and then Winfield 1,134, Templeton 1,135, so all pretty close. And then Gwynn 3,141. Not close.
His whole career, Mr. Padre.
The 0-1 is inside. Backs him off the plate.
It's great to see his son Tony Jr. on radio, and he sounds just like his dad. Had dinner with him in the press dining room before the ball game. Great kid.
Wu steps into the 1-1. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Another good fastball. 96. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wu, 4 punch-outs already. He's allowed a couple of singles. Mariners leading 1-0. Your Home Street Bank score. Wu winds, delivers. Swing on, foul back. It's a great spot. 97 tucked into the upper corner. O'Hearn's had a good run with San Diego after coming over with Laureano at the trade deadline from Baltimore. Both batting in the top 4 in this lineup today. Here's the 1-2. Misses away, goes to a slider. So count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Mariners a 1-0 lead. Wu nods his head up and down, takes a big deep breath, winds, deals. This is low. Good fastball again at 97. Just missed the bottom corner, so full count 3-2. JP shaded over towards second base against the left-handed hitting O'Hearn. The 3-2. Swung on, popped up third base side. That's going to tail into the seats, out of play. O'Hearn calls time. Big game for both teams. Both teams looking for this series. Padres a game back of the Dodgers. Mariners a game and a half back of the Astros. The closest division races in baseball. The 3-2. Swung on, foul back, stays alive. Wu just over 50 pitches. He's been pretty efficient so far. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, lifted left field. Arozarena drifting back. He now steps onto the track. He's got a little bit of carry. He makes the catch just in front of the wall. There's two away. That brings up Bogaerts.
The Padre-Dodger has turned out to be a really nice rivalry.
Yes.
And what I like about it is that they don't like each other.
No, they do not.
Yeah.
Fans don't.
That helps.
Players don't. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Red Sox,
it's a
Yankees,
real. Yeah, it's for real.
Bears, Packers.
Dodgers have owned that division for so long. Padres actually haven't won a division title since 2006. Here's the pitch to Bogaerts. That's a strike.
They've been to the World Series twice, but haven't won.
Yeah.
84 against the Tigers, lost in 5 games. Kirk Gibson had the 2 home runs in Game 5. In 98, they lost in 4 straight to the Yankees.
Here's the 0-1. That's down low. I do wonder, for Padres fans, like, winning the division over the Dodgers and the World Series, like, how close are the two? I feel like they're kind of close.
Yeah. That would be amazing for the Padre fans. It's been a while. Got a chance to visit with Mark Grant prior to the ball game. Is on television for San Diego.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on, stroked into the gap. Left center field. Arozarena racing back. He's at the track. He makes a leap, and he makes the catch just in front of the wall. Arozarena reels it in, and that's it for the Padres here in the top of the 4th. So Wu has kept him.
Claro, 95 años transformando tu vida a través de la conexión.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe. Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever. You can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Good one going. It's 1-0 Mariners. Julio stands in against Darvish. Here comes the pitch. It tails inside. Julio takes it. A splitter at 84 miles per hour. It is just, it's almost like Darvish picks his pitches out of a hat, and it's just such a guessing game for hitters, what you're going to see. Here's the 1-0. Swung on. That's roped into left field, a base hit. Stung by Julio, so the Mariners have the leadoff man aboard here in the 4th.
Julio's been on a nice tear. Last 40 games, Gary, hitting just over 300. With 14 home runs last 16 games over the last 3 weeks. He's hitting .333 with 4 home runs. He's getting his base hits. He's hitting shots all over the place.
Been on a great roll. This feels like an opportunity for him to swipe a bag as well. Gino has a steal in this game. Julio taking a nice lead at first base. Here's Naylor. Darvish taking his time, delivers. Sends it way outside. Darvish working with Freddie Fermin, the catcher, who came over at the trade deadline from Kansas City. Fortunately for Fermin, he is somebody with the Royals. He caught Zach Greinke when he was a Royal, Lugo, who are really in the same vein as Darvish, who throw a lot of different pitches, a variety of pitches. As it looks like Darvish got a warning from the home plate umpire about making eye contact with Naylor, the hitter. This will be pitch number 50 for Darvish. He has not thrown more than 84 in any of his starts this year. That's something to keep in mind. Julio is lead. Here's the pitch. Down low. Mariners leading 1-0, and we all saw firsthand. We knew it going in, but we saw it play out. You really want to be leading the Padres by the time you get to the 6th inning.
Yeah, you don't want to see those monsters coming out of the bullpen with the addition of Mason Miller and Suarez, Morejon.
There goes Julio. The pitch is outside, throw to second base. It tails in center field. Julio picks himself up. He's going to glide into third. The stolen base and the error. Julio clapping his hands at third, and the Mariners 90 feet away from another run.
With that delivery and so many off-speed pitches, it really put some pressure on his catcher, in this case, Freddie Fermin. If you get a good jump, you got a real good chance to get down there, especially with EY letting you know what to look for and when to take off. And Julio easily steals second and then advances to third on the overthrow by Fermin.
So Naylor a chance to drive in a run as the infield will play in. They're surrounding the grass. 3 balls, no strikes now on Naylor. Darvish ready. Deals. Swung on, ripped on the first base line, foul. One thing to keep in mind, we're talking about the Padres bullpen. It didn't provide runs last night, but may help today. Miller threw 30 pitches in the game last night. So you wonder, he hasn't pitched 2 in a row, but you do wonder, that's kind of the number where maybe he's not available today. Right. We just don't know. Here's the 3-1. Down low, ball 4. Naylor draws the walk, and the Mariners have something cooking. Runners on the corners with nobody out. And here comes Gino. So we take a look at Who's Hot, brought to you by Fireside Home Solutions. Check them out for the perfect garage door, outdoor living space, or fireplace. Bellevue, Auburn, Spokane, or Portland, or firesidehomesolutions.com. And Gino, who had the big homer yesterday, number 41 on the season, to take him over 100 RBIs, has a hit, a stolen base, and a run scored here today. Now a chance to drive in a run. Naylor dancing at first. Now draws Darvish to step off. Naylor very active, taking his lead.
Yeah, he just doesn't get out there and kind of hold there. He gets out there and he's dancing around.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, clubbed, left field. Sheets is back. He's at the wall. It is gone into the Mariners bullpen. Gino smashes one again. A 3-run home run, number 42 on the season. And the Mariners lead 4-0. It's so great to have Gino back.
Well, they come in bunches. Gino, a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 5th inning of last night's game. A 3-run home run in the bottom of the 4th this afternoon. He gets the Trident treatment, holds up the Trident to the fans behind the dugout. And there's number 42, and he's now has 104 runs batted in for the year.
Here's Polanco. The pitch to him. Swung on. That is crushed. Down the line. Right field. In the corner. Tatis makes a leap. He can't get there, and it is foul. That nearly went. And Tatis looks like he is a bit shaken up. He has had shoulder issues in the past, and that kind of looks like what kind of moving around his arm a little bit. That has to terrify any Padre fan.
Man, you got to give Eugenio Suarez a lot of credit. You know, he was struggling when he first came over and for quite some time, but then he came out for early batting practice, working with Edgar and Kevin Seitzer, Bobby Magianis, put in the work, and man, he's turned things around. 5 home runs in his last 11 games.
Yeah, it's wild to think about. There's Polanco back in there. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch from Darvish. Way outside, not close. Think about this as the Padres get their bullpen going. We don't know where Cal's going to end up. We know he's at 50 now, but the Mariners have a chance of having 2 50-plus home run guys on the same team. And I know Gino didn't hit them all here, obviously, but at the end of the day, there'll be 2 50-plus home run guys, possibly. The way Gino hits them in bunches, like that could be a real thing.
Yeah, when the Mariners made the trade and Gino came over, the Mariners had the 2 top RBI guys in the National League and the American League. I mean, how often does that happen? Or can it happen? You know, at the trade deadline. But it happened for the Mariners when Gino came over from the Diamondbacks. Ruben Niebla after the mound, a quick visit with Darvish just to check in with him. As you mentioned, his pitch count is up there at 56 right now. But, man, you talk about some pop and sock in the lineup right now. The Mariners have it.
So the meeting broken up on the mound. Alec Jacob warming up in the bullpen. Here comes the 1-1. That floats over for a strike. If you kind of look at the Mariners lineup now from the lens of the opposition, it is just so dangerous with the power up and down. Like the Mariners can drop a 2 or 3 run home run anytime. Here's the 1-2 outside. And the Padres have seen that firsthand in this series. And keep in mind, this is the Padres team with the second best team ERA in baseball.
Yeah.
It's a good pitching team. The 2-2. Not close. Full count.
And here's your number 6 guy in the lineup, Jorge Polanco, who has 20 home runs on the season. That's some kind of power.
Yeah. And really after that, who doesn't have big numbers this year, but we know the kind of power he has. The 3-2. Swung on, popped up. Just behind the bag at third base. Machado drifting out now in the grass. Makes a one-hand catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Julio singled, Naylor walked, Gino smashed a 3-run home run. Here is Raley. He had an RBI double in the second. Mariners with a 4-0 lead over San Diego, looking for a series win this afternoon. Darvish at 60 pitches now. The pitch to Luke. Swung on, lifted, left field, hit well. Sheets back. He's at the track. He's at the wall. He leans back. He makes the catch. He slams back to the wall. And Raley has extra bases taken away. Looked like Sheets was not so sure. And oh man, he juggled it and just somehow held on.
Yeah, it came out of his glove and rolled down. The only question, did the ball hit the wall? And I guess it didn't. It came out of his glove. It hit him in the back of the neck.
That was so fortunate. The first pitch to JP is outside for a ball. Hit the wall.
Exactly. I was just going to say that.
Amazing.
How did that not hit the wall? It was behind him.
Wow. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike.
I mean, you got to think the ball is pinned up against the padding of the wall if it's behind your neck. But somehow the ball showed up in front of Sheets and then he re-caught it.
Good concentration on his part too to actually make the juggling catch. The 1-1 outside. He hit the wall fairly hard too. He kind of jarred it free. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Mariners leading 4-0. Here's the pitch to JP. Swung on, fouled. Pitch count climbing on Darvish. The Mariners have really gone to work against the rotation from the Padres in this series. Look at the Mariners, their last 3 games, 26 runs scored, 6 homers, 27 hits, and 13 walks in the last 3 games. Offense has been pretty high gear. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, popped up. That's into the seats, out of play. We'll do it again, 2-2. He feel good about the Mariners taking out Brian Wu to a 4-0 lead here in the fourth. Here's the 2-2 to JP. Just missed wide. Darvish wanted that one. A sweeper. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cole Young on deck. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, roped left field line, tailing. That's going to get into the seats. Out of play. Darvish closing in on 70 pitches. This has been a long inning for the Padres starter. Darvish, who made his Major League debut against the Mariners. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Tapped it right back to the mitt. Down goes JP, and the Mariners done in the fourth. But big damage done. 3-run home run by Gino.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
So without further ado, snap on your time goggles and prepare to zoom 1,000 years into the future. The D-backs are still the D-backs, though now they're represented by a robotic techno-snake, and the Cubs have embraced their future amongst the stars, now being represented by Ursa Major. Minneapolis was the first to establish relations with our extraterrestrial friends. The Rays are the cosmic rays flying through space in their devil ray-shaped spacecraft.
Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, our home street bank score, it's now the Mariners 4 and the Padres nothing as we go to the top half of the fifth inning. The Mariners tacked on 3 in the bottom of the fourth on another 3-run home run by Gino Suarez. Gavin Sheets will lead things off as Brian Wood delivers a strike on the inside corner 0-1. And again, Brian doing what he does best. Keep opposing hitters off of first base. Here's the windup, and the 0-1 on the way is a little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball to 1 strike. Only 2 hits for the Padres this afternoon. 2 out singled by Tatis in the third, and a 1 out singled by Bogaerts in the second. But he had a little help on that one as Bogaerts broke his bat. The barrel went out to Gino at third. He had to get away from the bat. Here's a swing, little looper into shallow left field. That's going to be beyond the reach of Suarez and Crawford as Gavin Sheets leads off the fifth inning with a soft single into left field. Say, friends, don't miss the final Mariners fireworks night of the season on September 12th, presented by T-Mobile. The Mariners are taking on the Angels and going to be lighting up the sky with an epic post-game show. Get your tickets at mariners.com/fireworks. So 1 on for San Diego, and here's second baseman Jose Iglesias. Stretched by Bryan, delivers. And it's low and outside with a sinker for a ball 1. But that combination of the 4-seamer and the 2-seamer, 2 fastballs that break in different directions. And you got a lot of hitters swinging right in between those pitches. Next offer. Fastball for a strike. And the count is even on Iglesias. And 1 ball and 1 strike. Then we'll add the other secondary pitches. Breaking ball, his off-speed pitch. Young man just knows how to pitch. Location, changing speeds. The 1-1, swinging a broken back ground ball, foul on the third base side. So Iglesias has to go back to the dugout to get a new stick, and the count is even on Iglesias at 1 ball and 1 strike. Warren Spahn said many, many years ago, one of the greatest left-handed pitchers ever in the game of baseball. Didn't throw that hard. But he said, my job as a pitcher is to mess up the hitter's timing. And man, he did for 20-plus years in the big leagues. Warren Spahn with 363 wins. One of the greatest win totals ever by a left-handed pitcher. Iglesias is back up there. He's 0 for 1. He's grounded out to JP at short. And Brian Wu would like another one of those. 1 on, nobody out, top of the 5th. 4-0 Mariners. Now the 1-2 on the way, swinging a broken bat right side to the first baseman Naylor. He's got it over to JP for the force at second on Sheets. And there's 1 away for the Padres here in the 5th inning. So Iglesias broke his bat again. That's going to be a 3-6 fielder's choice. Naylor was playing off the bag, got to it, fired down to Crawford with the out on Sheets.
The contact today has just been so soft.
Yeah.
3 singles so far, and Tatis hit it hard. Outside of that, there have not been many hard hit balls at all.
That 2-seamer is really running in on the hands of the right-handed hitters. Here's Jay Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a left-handed hitter, has lined out to JP at short. 1 on, 1 away, top of the 5th inning. The stretch and the pitch. Swinging a foul behind home plate. And it's 0-1. Mariners now 4-1 against the Padres this year, so they have won the coveted Vetter Cup Series and that beautiful guitar that was at stake for the winner. Mariners pitching coach Pete Woodworth had a chance to play for quite a few hours after the game a couple of nights ago after that win. Next offer on the way is low and outside for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike, and he's really good. Pete even had a band growing up as a kid in Florida, put together a band with his high school friends. Here's the stretch, and the 1-1 on the way. Cronenworth a swing and a foul tip into Cal's glove, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Did you ever want to form a band, Gary, with your buddies in high school?
No.
Stadium High?
I was always very aware of my musical talent, which was 0.
You got a lot of other great abilities. Here's the pitch on the way. A lot of other talent.
I don't know about that either.
Load outside. I do. Load outside, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I played the trumpet in high school.
Oh, nice.
And, I'm sure I was a pain in the backside to my neighbors.
Yes.
Practicing at night after school. Here's the stretch and the 2-2 on the way, and it's high and outside for ball 3, 3-2. You know, back in the 60s, Gary, in high school, and I heard Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, these had some great songs.
Yeah. So that was you.
I like this shine. That was me right there. I played that song. Here's the pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up out of play on the third base side. And the count is still 3-2 on Cronenworth, making Brian work here in the top of the 5th inning. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. 2 years in high school. And that was it. You know, Shannon played the trumpet in college.
Got a booth band going. I mean, I can't help, but you and Shannon.
Well, you can play the spoons or something, right? Tambourine?
Yes.
You can do that.
I can do that.
I always wanted to be on stage and do the tambourine. Couldn't mess that up. Runner at first, 3-2. And, whoa, man, it's inside for ball 4. Stop the press as Brian Wu walks the batter. So now the Padres have runners on at first and second with 1 out. And the batter will be catcher Freddie Fermin. Brian just doesn't walk anybody. Brian came into the ball game working 159 innings, giving up only 120 hits, just 30 walks all year in 25 starts and 160 strikeouts. And now time is called. Cal Raleigh out to the mound. Have a visit with Brian along with all the other infielders. So first and second for San Diego with one out. And the batter is Famine, who grounded out to Gino at third his last time up. And Brian would like to do that again, get a double play and get out of the inning. We're in the fifth.
Padres have their bullpen going. You wonder if maybe Darvish is done for the day. David Morgan up and throwing.
I think you said earlier his pitch count, highest pitch count this year was what, 84?
84, yeah.
3 outings ago against the Giants. He threw 74 pitches against the Dodgers, so they're watching his pitch total. So David Morgan hitting loose for San Diego is Morgan, who took the loss a couple of nights ago when the Mariners came back with 5 in the 5th inning to beat the Padres 9-6. Here we go. Here's Fermin up there. Brian a look back, kicks, delivers, swinging a foul out of play on the first base side, and the count is 0-1. Fermin coming over from the Kansas City Royals. That meant that A.J. Preller, the GM for the Padres, he was busy at the trade deadline getting O'Hearn and Laureano from Baltimore, Fermin from Kansas City, Miller from the A's. The pitch, swinging a chopper, fouled away on the third base side, and the count is 0-2. You know, when you talk about the success of this pitching staff, you got to go to Cal Raleigh. He's the guy that, you know, gets these guys through tough patches, and also Mitch Garver too. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Cal for strike 3, and a big strikeout for Brian Wu, his 5th. And there's 2 outs for the Padres here in the top half of the 5th inning. But these guys put in so much work going over the scouting reports, the game plan early in the afternoon when they show up, going over how they want to work to this Padre lineup and looking at the guys coming off the bench. Cal Raleigh and Mitch Garver do a heck of a job. Here's Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. Tatis with a single to left field, back in the third. Mariners lead 4-0. We're in the top of the 5th inning. We'll check of the runners, and the pitch to Tatis, swinging a fly ball into the gap in right center field. Going back, Luke Raley near the 1-inning track. He's there to make the catch, and that will retire the side, and Brian gets out of a jam. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Halfway point, Home Street Bank score, the Mariners 4, and the Padres.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so we'll wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
Compassionate care and peace of mind. Visit carepartnersliving.com.
Make the play of the day right at the pump. When you stop at Arco, you're getting quality top-tier gas for less. And that's one for the highlight reel. Take the win at Arco. Savings based on independent price survey.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Our Home Street Bank score, it's the Mariners 4 and the Padres 0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. A little bit of a cloudy afternoon on this Wednesday here in Seattle. But overall, not a bad day at all, and a nice crowd on hand. 4-0 Mariners. Padres with a new pitcher, right-hander David Morgan, will take over in relief.
They had Morgan warming. They brought in Alec Jacob. They had them both warming. I think it depended on what happened that inning.
So it's Jacob. Here's the pitch on the way from Alec Jacob.
Like if the Padres would have scored a couple of runs, or like if Tatis would have had a 3-run home run there, probably would have gone Morgan.
I didn't see the second.
Since they didn't score, they've gone Jacob.
So here's Jacob 1-0 with a 6.39 ERA. Delivers to Cole Young, up and in. That's ball 2. 2 balls. ERA, 24th appearance of the year. He's worked only 25 1/3 innings. Works from the stretch. Pitch on the way to Cole. Swinging a foul back. Man, he had a nice cut. And the count goes to 2-1. Cole batting .232 for the year. He's had a nice season coming up from AAA Tacoma. 4 home runs and 23 runs batted in. Only 22 years of age. Next offer. Strike on an off-speed pitch. The count is even. At 2 balls and 2 strikes. Came up through the organization very quickly. The pitch. Low and inside for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cole, one of the top prospects in the organization, and now playing pretty much every day, especially when the right-hander's out there. Gets a few days off against a lefty. Here's the windup in the 3-2. Swinging a pop-up. Behind home plate, off of the mask is Fermin, the catcher, coming back. Might have some room, and he does, and he makes the catch right in front of the box seats for the out. So 1 away for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Say, friends, the Mariners are celebrating the best fans in baseball on September 13th. Be here for Fan Appreciation Night presented by Starbucks. And you'll have a chance to win epic prizes all game long as the Mariners take on the Angels in a divisional showdown. Get your tickets at mariners.com. Man, the season's flying by. September is right around the corner. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball up the side of the mound right to the second baseman. Up with the ball, Iglesias to throw to first in time to get Randy Arozarena. So quickly 2 outs. And that'll bring up catcher Cal Raleigh. You know, there's a handful of guys in the game of baseball, when they walk up to home plate, you don't want to leave. You want to stay right where you are. That was the case with Ken Griffey Jr. I'm sure the fans in Yankee Stadium back in the 20s did the same thing with a guy named Babe Ruth. You don't want to miss this guy's at-bats. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball right to the second baseman. Up with the ball is Iglesias to throw to first, and it's in time to get Cal, and that's going to retire the side. But what a season for Cal Raleigh, and it's not over yet. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Home Street Bank scored. The Mariners.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
And impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
It has been a fun one today here at T-Mobile Park. Mariners leading the Padres 4-0. Ryan Wu has been excellent. That's your Home Street Bank score. They'll face the middle of the order here. Laureano will lead things off. He has struck out a couple of times. Mariners 4 runs, 4 hits, 3-run home run by Gino. For the Padres, no runs on 3 singles. Wu at 76 pitches. He goes into the motion, he deals. Inside that hits Laureano right in the back. Ouch. He's writhing around on home plate. So the Padres have the leadoff man aboard. That was not the plan for Wu.
Yeah, he's having a rough time trying to get to his feet. Trainer for the Padres out to check up on Laureano. Got him right back. Down to his knees right away.
On his feet now. Take a slow stroll to first base. So the Padres, the leadoff man aboard here. Mariners a 4-0 lead. Give us a moment to take a look at the Northwest Chevy Colorado scoreboard. Mariners will play the Guardians next. They walked off Tampa Bay today at home 4-3. They won that in 10 innings. Mariners will take on Cleveland starting on Friday after the off day tomorrow. George Kirby gets the ball in game 1, 4:10 first pitch. Logan Allen for Cleveland. It's been a really rough stretch for Cleveland. Just 2-9 in their last 11 coming into today, as their offense has really struggled, scoring fewer than 2 runs a game in that stretch.
That's great to hear.
Yeah. You didn't look sad at all about that.
Not at all. No. Here we come, Cleveland. Get ready. Buckle up.
That's great. Yeah, so the Mariners will try and continue those offensive struggles. Here's Machado. So runner at first base. Machado 0 for 2. Wu from the stretch delivers. Swung on, popped up. That's out of play. Laureano, small lead at first base. Wu set, delivers. Outside. Still a good fastball, 96 off the plate.
They do have really good chili in the press room now.
Oh, okay.
It has nothing to do with baseball, but chili's really good here.
Well, Cleveland was really in the mix before this recent stretch. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped up. And I suppose if you're looking at this Mariners series from the Cleveland perspective, I mean, this is one where, with their playoff hopes on the lifeline, it's a series they have to get, and preferably sweep against the Mariners. From the Cleveland perspective. Here's the 1-2. Down low. That misses. So that would be a desperate Cleveland team the Mariners will be facing in that 3-game series.
Yeah, 5 games out in the wild card, but it's teams you have to crawl over.
Yeah.
3 teams in front of you.
Here's the 2-2. Outside. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, top of the 6th, runner at first base. Mariners up 4-0. Wu at 82 pitches. He still has plenty of room to operate here. No one warming. He's ready. He deals. Swing and a miss. A beautiful 2-seam downward movement. Machado swings through. That's strikeout number 6 for Wu. And a big out number 1 here in the 6th. So much tail on that pitch. It looks like it's going to be over the middle and just zips right to the outside corner. Beautiful. Here's O'Hearn. Wu deals. Swung on, line drive, left field, base hit in front of Arozarena. Laureano will check in at second base. So the Padres really making noise for the first time. Runners at first and second with 1 out. I guess they threatened last inning 2 runners at first and second with 1 out. Wu kept him off the board. Can he do it again here in the 6th? Mariners a 4-run lead. And now the M's will start to get the bullpen working. Gabe Spire is up. Here's Pete Woodworth. He's going to have a quick chat with Wu. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth.
Pitch count at 84, so they're keeping an eye on that. He always is able to get through 6. He's got 1 out here in the 6th inning, so you want to see him with a 4-run lead have that chance, and they're going to give him that chance. Keep that string going and try to get out of this inning. He got out of a jam in the 5th. Best friend right now is that ground ball double play.
They love that. Bogart's the batter. The 4-time All-Star. He's won 5 Silver Sluggers, most of that damage with the Red Sox. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Got some help with a broken bat with the barrel spinning its way. Gino had to avoid the bat, so ended up being an infield base hit for Bogarts. He'd love a double play right here. Runners at first and second. Mariners up by 4. 6th inning. Ooh, after the inning is ready. He deals. And he slings it inside, a ball. One ball, no strikes. Wu nods his head. He delivers. Inside. We asked Dan Wilson recently, hey, do you think about the Wu 6+ inning streak in a situation like this with runners aboard and things happening in a game? And he said no. Absolutely not. That will not play into any sort of decision here. The 2-0 is a strike.
He's earned the right to get through that lineup the 3rd time.
Yeah.
And that's why he has the confidence for him to do it, because he's been doing it all season long.
2 balls, 1 strike. His pitch count climbing. He's towards 90. The 2-1. Swung on, popped up a mile high, short right field. Cole Young back pedals under it. Little back pedal again, makes the catch just off the shoulder. That's out number 2. One more out to get.
I always like to wait to watch the umpires to call that infield fly. No matter how far an infielder goes out to the outfield, as soon as the umpire's arm goes up in the air, the batter's out. You don't have to wait for the catch. He's out. And Young got back there in plenty of time to get under it to get the infield fly rule called, and he made the catch anyway. Big second out.
It's kind of funny when balls like that start to drift further to the outfield.
Yeah. Doesn't look like an infield out.
Here's Gavin Sheets. It's a good run with the Padres. 18 home runs. Mariners holding a 4-0 lead. Wu looking to get through 6 again. He checks second, steps into the pitch, and he sends it outside. Iglesias on deck. Arias did not start this game, so he is on the bench. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Wu ready? He deals. There it is, a strike right on the corner at 96. So he's evened things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wu, a deep look of concentration, nods his head, set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. That was a good pitch, 97. Right on the corner, and now he's in the driver's seat. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That knocked the heck out of home plate umpire Will Little. He got it right square in his mask and rocked him back, and Cal Raleigh then had a chance to turn around and say, Will, you okay? And now Cal goes out toward the mound to give Little a little chance to recover.
Yeah, Cal's pretending to do something.
Buying time for the umpire.
He's basically just standing there, being a nice guy.
Those guys take care of each other, man. You know how tough both jobs are.
Runners at first and second, 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wu trying to finish off another brilliant day. He's ready. Wu, his 1-2. Swung on, a ground ball past Wu. It's into center field. It's a base hit. Laureano around third base. He's being waved. He is going to score, and the Padres are on the board for the first time. A base hit by Sheets. It's now 4-1 Mariners.
Sheets has had a good series for San Diego against the Mariners. 2 nights ago, he hit the home run. Last night with a double. He's come up with some big hits in the series, and that's a big one right there to give San Diego a run.
Here's the tying run and Iglesias. No sign of Dan Wilson out of the dugout. So Wu, you think, would get one more chance. Spire is ready. Cronenworth, the lefty, on deck. 4-1 now. Mariners the lead. Here's the pitch. He sends it over for a strike. He's ahead. Good fastball, 97. Iglesias, 1 homer on the year. A long-time veteran. Had an impactful season with the Mets. Now with San Diego. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball, chopping third base side foul. Just out of the reach of Gino. So Wu in the driver's seat. No balls, 2 strikes. 3-run lead for the Mariners, 6th inning. Wu stares in, ready. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on, chopped, right back to Wu. Scoops it up with the glove, fires to first, and it's not in time. Naylor, a big stretch, but Iglesias, who runs well, just beats it out. And now the Padres have the bases loaded. Just some bad luck right there on a ball not hit hard at all.
And a heck of a play by Brian to get to this ball along the third base line, trying to plant and throw. The long reach, and somehow Josh was able to keep his foot on the bag, but Iglesias can run. He's safe. And now here comes Danny.
Yeah, as we suspected, with the lefty coming up, that will mean Gabe Spire will be coming in.
Wow, and the string is broken.
Yeah, the streak will come to an end. As long as he actually makes the move, which he has not done yet. They're having a conversation, and yeah, he's called for the ball now. So the streak comes to an end. The first time this season, Wu has not gone 6 innings. Still a great day for Wu. He gets a big ovation here from T-Mobile Park as Gabe Spire will come in. We'll come back. Big situation coming up right after this on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
Style or
Everyone turns to you for advice on indulging their finest wins, Taurus, whether it's splurging on a new fit or investing in some new technology. But as much as you know how to enjoy yourself, you also have a strong prudent streak. You can treat the team to a decadent post-game dinner, but also make them hit the cold plunge in the morning.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
.05% APY 4 or 7 month featured CD. Go to homestreet.com/CDHIT to check out all of their rates and learn more. Terms and conditions apply. $500 minimum opening deposit. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, the new pitcher for the Mariners will be lefty Gabe Spire. Bases loaded for the Padres and 2 outs.
There it is. Bases loaded. Gabe Spire on his first pitch. Cronenworth shows bunt. He takes the bat back, or did it hit him? Did it hit him? Home plate umpire needs help. He's looking to the third base umpire.
It hit him.
It hit him.
Oh, my gosh, it hit him.
It hit him in the arm. Cronenworth gets hit, and the Padres get a run. It's now 4-2, and the bases are still loaded.
I wonder how the ball got away from Cal Raleigh, and that's why it got Cronenworth on the arm as he squared around to bunt. The bat is out there. Then he pulled the bat back, and the pitch got him on the left wrist.
Yeah, it did. Home plate umpire didn't see it cleanly, needed help. A wild turn here. 4-2 Mariners lead, top of the 6th. Here's Fermin. Tatis lurking on deck. This is a big spot right here. The pitch. That's over for a strike. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Sunset Auto Family and Summer in Auburn. You just get more at Sunset, and people do like that. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Mariners up by 2. Spire from the chest. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Missed with a fastball at 95. Spire, 2/3 of an inning yesterday. He's been dynamite for the Mariners this year, and ERA just a touch over 2. Over 60 games for Gabe now. The 1-1. Swung on, slashed foul. He has dominated lefties. He's also handled righties this year. Righties batting just .213 against him as well. Looking to end this half inning. Gabe picks up the rosin bag, now climbs back onto the hill. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gabe deals. Outside. Missed with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Fermin. Batting nearly .280 since joining the Padres from Kansas City at the deadline. Runners take their leads at every base. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. A vicious slider down in the zone. Spire gets the big punch out, and the Padres leave the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. Gabe Spire.
Everyone turns to you for advice on indulging their finest wins, Taurus, whether it's splurging on a new fit or investing in some new technology. But as much as you know how to enjoy yourself, you also have a strong, prudent streak. You can treat the team to a decadent post-game dinner, but also make them hit the cold plunge in the morning.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Go. The excitement is always at your fingertips. It's free, it's easy, and it's the perfect way to win exciting prizes while staying connected to all things Mariners. So don't miss out. Download the MLB Ballpark app now and start playing Mariners Bingo.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Close game here as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Mariners leading the Padres 4-2. Julio will bat. He'll lead things off here. Matt Brash getting loose for the Mariners in the bullpen. Mariners looking for insurance here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. That sails just wide. Could have gone either way. Called a ball, 1-0. Julio singled the lead off the 4th. Also stole a bag. He scored on Gino's 3-run home run. He did it again today. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, smashed into the gap, right center field. Tatis over, makes the catch at the chest. He is simply one of the best defenders in the game, puts that away. And that's the first out here in the 6th. And with Naylor due up here, a lefty ready in the pen. Let's see if he calls for the ball, and that's exactly what he'll do. So the Padres will go to the pen here. 1 out in the 6th inning. Mariners lead 4-2. New pitcher coming.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
The biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
Spokane, Bellevue, or FiresideHomeSolutions.com.
One of the best Mariners collectible giveaways is coming up soon. Score a Logan Gilbert Funko Pop at all 3 games against the Cardinals, September 8th to 10th. Available to the first 10,000 fans each day. Get your tickets at Mariners.com.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Wendy Peralta will take over on the hill for the Padres. Naylor's going to bat here, so lefty on lefty matchup. The pitch. Sails down low. Missed with a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. We're in the 6th. 4-2 Mariners looking for a series win here against San Diego. Game and a half back of the Astros coming into today. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. As we take a look at the Chevy Colorado scoreboard. Astros don't play for a couple more hours. They'll take on the Rockies. They have 2 more against Colorado as the Mariners have an off day tomorrow before starting a series in Cleveland. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up, third base side, foul territory. That's over the Padres dugout, out of play. A fun travel series for the Mariners. They get to see Cleveland, then Tampa Bay, then Atlanta before returning home to play the very next day. So a lot of fun stuff travel-wise for the Mariners coming up. The 1-2. Down low. I know playing the next day coming back from the East is your favorite thing to do, right?
Oh, my gosh. I've been doing this for 43 years. I hate it. I'm tired, let alone these guys have got to be tired.
The 2-2 swung on, fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, we don't have to do anything. We're still tired.
Yeah, we're talking about the schedule. That's one of the first things I look at. How many times do we go to the East Coast, play a game, and have to play the next night at home?
Yeah.
It's not easy for these guys.
No. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, fouled off again. Good battle here by Naylor. Peralta this year. This is game number 60. He's had a good season. Now you can say that about just about anyone in the Padres bullpen. An ERA under 3. The 2-2. Swung on, softly hit right side. It sneaks through a base hit. It was a pitch low and away. He just found a way to get a piece of it and sneaks it into right field.
How did he hit that ball?
I have no idea.
Down and away, just kind of swept at it. Able to make contact, it hit it hard enough to punch it through the right side of the infield.
You know, it's funny with Arise in the other dugout today. That's the kind of thing you generally see from Arise.
Yeah, Ichiro.
Kind of that magic wand style. Here's Gino. He's had a great day. The pitch to him. And he watches it low for a ball. Gino, a 3-run home run last time. Also singled and stole a base in the second. It's 2 for 2. Peralta deals. Strike. Oh. Gino not sure about that one. It was out of the zone low. He's having a conversation with the home plate umpire. Gino now 42 home runs on the season. The 1-1. Nope, throw to first base. You have to watch Naylor and his 22 stolen bases. He gets back to the bag. Mariners have a couple of steals as a team today. Here's the 1-1. Strike. Good fastball. Good movement. 96. Remember this year, Gino had a 4-homer game with Arizona. Looking for a multiple today. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He went chasing out of the zone. Down he goes on strikes, and there's 2 away. Let's pause for station identification on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Take every game with you on the go by downloading the Seattle Sports app.
710 KIRO AM Seattle and KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma, the home of the Mariners.
The pitch to Polanco. It's over for a strike. Polanco batting from the right side here. Mariners leading 4-2. We're in the 6th inning. It's their Home Street Bank score. Naylor, cautious lead against the lefty at first base. The pitch, swing and a miss. Also a good movement on his heater today. Polanco down, no balls, 2 strikes. Polanco calls time before climbing back into the batter's box. Great crowd on hand. Some hazy sunshine. A great day for baseball. No balls, 2 strikes. Peralta set. He deals. Swung on, roped. Left field line. It's down. 1 hop and now over the wall. And that cost the Mariners a run. An automatic double for Polanco. Naylor will have to hold at third. He was going to score had it stayed in play.
What a break for San Diego. Hit on the warning track, hit a lot of top spin, takes a big bounce over the wall in that corner. You're right, Gary. Naylor would have scored on the play.
Now Polanco smoked that. He has really been hot recently, and what a difference maker he can be in the Mariners lineup, especially the way it's currently constructed. Raley was due up here. He's going to be lifted for a pinch hitter. Victor Robles will be called upon here. And now everyone will form around Peralta to have a conversation about the attack against Robles. What a difference is to have Robles as part of the active roster in a game where he doesn't start, where you can use him off the bench in a pinch hit situation against a lefty, a pinch run situation as needed.
And just now, the Padres are getting somebody up in their bullpen. So you got the matchup that you wanted. It's going to be a right-hander starting to warm up for San Diego.
Mariners looking for insurance. A base hit could score 2. Naylor at third, Polanco at second. 4-2 Mariners, 6th inning. So Robles stands in, pink sleeves as he taps the plate. Peralta, a veteran lefty, set from the chest. Here comes his first pitch to Robles. Way outside, not close. 1-0. Victor just a handful of games back after the injury early in the season against the Giants. Just 10 games played before that injury. The 1-0. Down low, watch it all the way in. It misses, 2 balls, no strikes.
Peralta staying away, and Robles very good on those pitches if he gets the outside corner to hit it the other way into right field.
The 2-0. Swung on, smashed right field, but tailing into the crowd. Out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Looks like David Morgan up again, getting loose for San Diego. Here comes the 2-1. Low. Robles did the little dance as the ball was coming to home plate, so he is in the driver's seat. 3 balls, 1 strike. Naylor at third base takes his lead. Polanco at second. Mariners up 2, looking for more. Here comes the 3-1. Down low, ball 4. They are loaded. Great plate appearance there by Victor Robles. Draws the walk. And here comes J.P. Crawford. Golden opportunity for the Mariners to extend their lead right here. JP wearing shades in the sunshine. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. 1-0. JP ahead. 0 for 2 so far today. Peralta ready. He deals to JP. Strike. Right at the bottom of the zone. 96 on the fastball. Padres have been one of the best pitching teams in baseball. Mariners have had a great series offensively. Looking for more here. Peralta ready. The 1-1. Swung on a chopper right side, right to the first baseman. Cronenworth scoops it up, goes to the bag. He beats JP, and the Mariners leave him loaded in the 6th. We head to the 7th. Mariners still lead, though. It's 4-2 on the Global Credit Union Mariners.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is Shohei Ohtani, a myth of a man. A human who can do all this with a baseball is every dog's dream. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, drool, 250-foot dingers, woof. He gets called a good boy in 2 entire countries. And I get Greg. I just hope all that fame doesn't go to his head.
What else going to happen today? Henderson's bat goes flying into the stands on a strikeout.
And that's not good right there.
See Andy looking at it like, hey, not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, stick to basketball there, right?
Oh, no catch. Love to get that one back. Alonso lost the bat as he flung at that high fastball.
That's going to keep him up tonight. Can't make that catch.
You got to keep that clean, right? You got to catch that.
Seattle Mariners baseball is brought to you by Home Street Bank, Fred Meyer, and by SeattleSports.com. Now, back to the ballpark.
You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. It is a close one. It's 4-2. We go to the 7th. Matt Brash is on for the Mariners. He'll face the top of the order, Tatis, Laureano, Machado. So, some good matchups right here as the Mariners protecting a 2-run lead. Mariners got 3 runs in the 4th. A Gino 3-run home run. They got 1 run in the 2nd. That was a Luke Raley RBI double. Mariners would have had a run last inning. Some bad luck, though, as Polanco hit a ground rule double. It hit and went over the wall instead of staying in play. Here's the first pitch to Tatis. Swing and a miss. A beauty of a slider. Tatis swings through. Tatis 1 for 3 with a single so far today. 7th inning, 4-2 Mariners. The 0-1. Swung on, launched center field. Julio back. He's at the track. He's near the wall, and he makes the catch. Just enough room. As Julio lovingly taunts Tatis as he goes back to the dugout.
Looked like also having fun with some fans up there. The pan behind the wall. Look at that. I got all this room here. I got you. Didn't hit it quite far enough.
Not quite. So long out number 1.
It's nice to see guys have fun.
Oh, yeah, it's the best. Here's Laureano. The pitch is inside. I actually love this era because of that. I mean, one of the reasons I love this era, but it is fun.
Yeah, back in the days it was.
Yeah, you could
get away with that.
Yeah.
No.
Swing and a miss to Laureano. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, 1 bat flip, you'll get a ball in the back the next time you went to the dish.
Nolan Ryan would tell you, dig that hole a little bit deeper. I'm going to bury you in it. So yeah, it's a different era.
The 1-1. It's low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Brash on. 7th inning. Laureano's been such a big factor in this series, and really since he arrived in San Diego. He's had a really nice bounce-back season. The pitch is outside. You know, his last year or 2 really struggled with the A's, but he has found new life. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Naylor racing over. He nearly collides with Laureano, who has to duck out of the way, and he makes the catch in foul ground. Naylor did not seem to care at all that he was about to run into Laureano. He left it all up to Laureano to get out of the way. And he did.
Ramon would have lost that battle.
Yeah. Here's Machado. Machado, as we all know, has popped 21 homers, so he'll bat here with the bases empty and the Mariners up by 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a waving cut at a slider. Machado, who's 4th in baseball in active home runs. Brash set, delivers. Another slider, this one off the plate. Stanton has the most, 445. Trout just below 400. Goldschmidt after him, and then Machado, top 4 in terms of active homers. The 1-1 could have been called a strike. It was not. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Brash nods his head up and down. Deals. Swung on. Hit center field, hit well. Julio ranging back just shy of the track. He makes the catch. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Brash. He hangs a 0 in the 7th against the Padres. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Mariners.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
If you were to find a jersey, or if you swap a jersey, one of the players on the National League, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Okay, so I got an Ohtani jersey last year, so
Nice.
I'm gonna probably say Harper.
Maybe Judge. He's one of the greatest to play the game in the last 5, 6, 7 years, so it'd be cool to have his jersey.
Ellie's been fun to watch. Yeah, Ellie'd be a cool one. I mean, his jersey would probably be too big for me. It'd probably go down to my knees.
September 12th against the Angels, presented by T-Mobile. Get your tickets today at mariners.com. Make the play of the day right at the pump. When you stop at Arco, you're getting quality top-tier gas for less. And that's one for the highlight reel. Take the win at Arco. Savings based on independent retail price survey.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
It's been a fun one today. Mariners lead 4-2 over San Diego, trying to get that series win. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cole Young going to lead things off for the M's. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. David Morgan on pitching now for San Diego. Mariners got to him a couple nights ago. Here's the pitch to Cole Young. Sails outside for a ball. We're kind of wondering, Brash unleashed last inning. You know, Munoz would get the 9th. Who would get the 8th today? We're kind of wondering. Bizzardo had pitched 2 in a row. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs. Ferguson has pitched 2 in a row as well. Bizzardo also 3 out of his past 4. So it's the kind of situation you kind of thought he'd be down, but it looks like Bizzardo warming up for the 8th.
Emerson Hancock's here.
He is here. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, hit high to left field, towards the line. Sheets is over, towards the line, makes the catch. And, you know, he pitched a couple times with Tacoma in relief. His last time was really eye-popping. You know, hit 99 on the gun. However, not sure if this is the right spot for his first Major League relief appearance in a 2-run game.
Dan said he'd like to give him a soft landing.
Yeah. Sometimes those soft landings don't entirely work out if the situation calls for it. Here's a Rosarena. The pitch. That's at the knees for a strike. Morgan gets ahead with a slider. Bizzardo has incredible bounce back with his arm. We've seen that consistently this year. The 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. He, talking to him recently, he really takes pride in taking the ball whenever he's asked. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Down low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Mariners have a lot of confidence in any situation to bring in Bizzardo with that slider because they know he's going to go strike 1 and battle and compete.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Randy. Not close. 3-1. All this being said, it would be helpful if the Mariners played a little add-on. Give the bullpen a little more breathing room here. It's 4-2. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on a chopper and 2 hops right to shortstop. Bogart's gloves. Throws to first to get the out. And there's 2 down. I'll bring up Cal Raleigh. Cal 0 for 3 so far today. Batting from the left side against Morgan. Mariners leading 4-2, 7th inning. Here comes the pitch to Cal Raleigh. A half cut, but he did not go. Checks the swing. 1-0.
Man, does he see a lot of off-speed stuff?
Yes, he does. Wow. You never see a first pitch fastball, especially anymore. Here's the 1-0. That misses away. And it's a tribute to what he has done so consistently this year. Nearly double-digit home runs in every single month. Here comes the 2-0. Upstairs. And he is getting the full and undivided attention of every single team and every single pitcher he goes against at this point.
Look at that. Fastball at 98 miles an hour, nowhere near the plate. It's up and away.
See if Morgan gives in here. 3 balls, no strikes. He comes set. Here comes the 3-0 to Cal. Inside. That was not close. He had nothing to hit there as Cal takes the walk.
He's willing to take his walks. He had a big walk in last night's game in that 6-run bottom of the 5th inning. Then Julio had a big base hit after that. And then later on in the inning, that's when Gino hit the 3-run home run. So Cal still has the patience to go ahead and take the walk.
It's a big part of Cal's story that can be overlooked because of the overwhelming home run number. Julio stands in. The pitch to him. That's not close. Way high, 98 at the letters. Cal, his walk rate is outstanding this year. His on-base percentage over 350. As a lead at first base. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Diving after slider. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Cal also has 14 steals as he stands at first. Bottom of the 7th, Mariners up 2, looking for more. 2 outs. Morgan set. He deals. Swung on, golf to right field. Long run, Tatis racing in. He's not going to get there. It drops a base hit. Cal around second. Tatis drops the ball. Cal to third, but the ball did not get far enough away. Tatis has a really good arm. So the Mariners threatening again. Runners on the corners with 2 away. I'll bring up Josh Naylor. Mariners again have had a lot of traffic today. They haven't always cashed it in. Did have a 3-run home run in the 4th inning by Gino. And it looks like the Padres with lefty ready going to the bullpen here. It's going to be a lefty on lefty matchup. Matsui going to come in to pitch to Naylor. So new pitcher coming up.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
As someone who grew up in the era of the twist, the locomotion, the Freddy, and other outrageous dances, the floss is easily the worst of all time.
The fan did touch that ball, and that's a big whoops. Any relation to Grant? I don't know. That guy was having a hard time figuring out what screen he was supposed to be looking at.
What a play! Alan Rodin! And hopefully he is all right.
Look at it's his eye black. That's his eye black. It has been transferred from face to wall.
You never compromise. Fred Meyer. Fresh for everyone.
Become an all-star saver with a 4.05% APY 4 or 7-month featured CD. Go to homestreet.com/CDHIT to check out all of their rates and learn more. Terms and conditions apply. $500 minimum opening deposit. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Matsui ready to pitch to Naylor. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a waving cut and a breaking ball on the corner. Matsui has been a reverse split guy this year. Righties batting just 198 against him with 3 homers. Lefties 284 with 6 homers, so nearly 100 points on batting average. And twice as many homers. See what Naylor does here. Mariners with a 2-run lead. The pitch. He sends it over. That's a strike. Good splitter. 0-2. Naylor's had a good day. A walk. He has scored a run. He has a single as well. Cal at third base. Julio at first. The 0-2. Swung on, popped up. First base side. Cronenworth over near the Mariners dugout, leaning over, and it's on top of the Mariners dugout. Out of play. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. Mariners 4 runs, 7 hits. Padres 2 runs on 6. Matsui in the sunshine, set from the belt. Julio, a nice lead at first base, and now time taken at home plate. Naylor sleeveless on a warm afternoon. Got some purple and pink spikes he's rocking today. Showing off plenty of his Navy stocking as he usually does. White batting gloves matching the white jersey top. White pants for the Mariners today. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners take their leads on the corners. And throw to first base. Gets Julio back to the bag. Julio a steal today. He's got 24 swipes on the year. He's got a pretty good lead against the lefty. Takes an extra step this time around. Here's the 0-2. Outside. Naylor had a notion to go after it, but he holds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cal, a walking lead at third base. Julio, another good lead at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off right in front of home plate. Now it spins into fair territory. It's picked up by Fermin, the catcher. Fires to first to get the out. It looked like a trick shot if you're playing billiards. I don't know how that went fair. And that's a weird way for this inning to end. So that's it for the Mariners in the 7th. They threatened but turned away again. We go to the 8th.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Bet he gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the 2 teams that left New York. And then subsequently, the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up. And this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
A negotiable dock fee of up to $200 may be added. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, our home street bank score, it's the Mariners 4 and the Padres 2 as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. Sunshine is really starting to break through the cloudy skies we started off the day with. Top of the 8th inning, the Mariners have a new pitcher. Eduardo Bizzardo will take over in relief. This kid has been outstanding. The ball gets loose out there in the warning track in left center field. Julio calls time, picks it up, tosses it to a fan in the pen there. So now we're ready to go. So here's Bizzardo, and this kid is having an outstanding year. 5-0 record with a 2.73 ERA, making his 61st appearance. Ryan O'Hearn, the hitter. Here's the pitch to him. It's over for a strike, 0-1. Starts him off with a sinker. His best pitch, though, is that slider. He's worked 66 innings, given up only 44 hits, 26 walks, 65 strikeouts. Now the stretch and the 0-1 to O'Hearn is inside for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Final game of the 3-game series with San Diego. Final meeting of the year with the Padres. O'Hearn, Bogarts, and Sheets for San Diego. Next offer, swing and a miss. And the count is now 1-2. And he came back with another sinker. So O'Hearn looking for that slider. Hasn't seen one yet. Infield is turned around to the right side, way off the line at third. is Eugenio Suarez. Right now he's playing shortstop. JP near the bag at second. Bizzardo ready. And the young right-hander's 1-2 pitch bounces in and away off the backstop and right back to the feet of the home plate umpire, Will Little. And the count is now even on O'Hearn at 2 balls and 2 strikes. O'Hearn, the former Oriole. Bizzardo from the belt, and the 2-2. Low and inside, and there's that slider, but it misses down and in. Ball 3, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mariners a run back in the second, and 3 in the bottom of the fourth. Those came on a 3-run home run by Eugenio Suarez. Padres got 2 runs in the 6th. Next offer on the way, and it's strike 3 called right on the inside corner at the knees. A fastball at 97 miles an hour. He dots the inside corner at the knees, and Bizzardo on a 3-2 pitch strikes out O'Hearn.
Well, this stuff looks great. This is his 3rd straight outing, and 4 of the past 5 he's been in there. That looked phenomenal.
Oh, man, what a pitch. Mariners have leaned on this kid. He has come through time and time again. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 1 out for the Padres. The pitch to Bogaerts, a strike called. Comes in with a fastball at 97. Outfield straight away. It's turned out to be a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Now the look in by Bizzardo, and the right-hander's 0-1 pitch. Check swing. It's down and away. Did he go? He did not. The appeal to the first base umpire, Lance Barksdale. He didn't go. Ball 1, 1 ball, and 1 strike. Brian Wu started the ball game this afternoon. Story today, Brian goes 5 2/3 innings. The pitch. Swinging a foul off the foot of Bogaerts, and he goes down in a heap right on top of home plate. And he is some kind of hurting right now. He's flat on his back across the plate, and one of the trainers for the Padres out to check up on Bogaerts, along with manager Mike Schilt. Scott Ball got him. We look at the replay right on the inside of his left foot. He went down in a hurry. So now Bogaerts being tended to. This reminder, the Mariners are celebrating the best fans in baseball on September 13th. Be here for Fan Appreciation Night presented by Starbucks. And you'll have the chance to win epic prizes all game long as the Mariners take on the Angels in a divisional showdown. Get your tickets at mariners.com. And Bogaerts still hurting after taking that foul ball off his left foot. And now he's up on his feet. Nice crowd on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm telling you, you folks have been a part of this success by the Mariners here at home. The Mariners have done a lot of winning here at T-Mobile Park. Right now at 40-27 on the year. Bogaerts says he's okay.
Munoz has started to throw, so you do wonder. He's obviously Munoz will be pitching tonight. You do wonder if the situation called for it here, if they could go to him, given the situation. Off day tomorrow, of course.
Probably would if Bizzardo gets in trouble. Right now he's got 1 out, and he's got a hurting Bogaerts up there in home plate. That sore foot. The stretch and the pitch. It's strike 3 called on the outside corner. So back-to-back strikeouts for Edward Bizzardo. He strikes out Bogaerts looking. That was a painful at bat for Xander Bogaerts after that foul ball off his foot. But 2 outs for the Padres here in the top half of the 8th inning. That'll bring up Gavin Sheets. Sheets has had a good series for San Diego. 2 more hits this afternoon, including an RBI single his last time up. That scored 1 of the 2 runs for the Padres in the 6th inning. Bizzardo looks in the side from Cal. Delivers, swing, and a miss by Sheets. And the count is 0-1. But the story today, Brian Wu, this was his first start in start number 26 on the season where he didn't go at least 6 innings. He had a great streak. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called on the inside corner on Sheets, and the count is 0-2. Brian Wu had a string of 25 consecutive starts of going 6 or more innings pitched. with 2 walks or less. The look in by Bizzardo, the 0-2 on the way, swinging a ground ball, pushed right to the first baseman Naylor. He's got it. Underhand flip to Bizzardo at the bag to get Sheets, and 1, 2, 3. Go the Padres here in the top of the 8th. That kid is having a heck of a year, Mr. Bizzardo. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Home Street Bank.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd roll in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
This September, score Mariners value tickets for as little as $11, including matchups against the Cardinals, September 8th to 10th, and the Rockies, September 23rd to 25th. Go to mariners.com/value games to grab your tickets today.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Our Home Street Bank score, the Mariners 4 and the Padres 2. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning on a beautiful Wednesday here in Seattle. Matsui back out there. Here's Eugenio Suarez having quite the afternoon, swinging a hard hit ground ball to third, backhanded by Machado. The toss across, and it's in time to get Gino. 1 pitch and 1 away. Matsui came on to get the final out in the bottom of the 7th inning. That'll bring up Jorge Polanco, who hit the ground rule double with 2 outs and a man on in the bottom of the 6th inning. If that ball stays in play, Josh Naylor would have scored on the extra base hit by Polanco, but it bounced over the fence. Mariners could have used that add-on run. Here's the pitch. Fastball is a strike. 0-1. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning and take a look at Iglesias, Cronenworth, and Fermin due up the bottom part of the order for the Padres. And Senor Smoke is getting loose out there. Andres Munoz. Matsui, little left-hander, has a sign, and the 0-1 pitch to Polanco, and here she comes. Swing and a miss. Great changeup. Make it a splitter. And the count is 0-2 on Polanco. Man, he's had some big base hits the last 3 games. 7 for 13 for Polanco before today's game, and he's 1 for 3 today. Now the stretch and the 0-2. Polanco takes low and outside, another splitter. Ball 1, 1 ball, and 2 strikes. Time now for the Muckleshoot Casino Resort Pen Report. The Padres have used Jacob, Peralta, Morgan, Matsui behind starter Yu Darvish, who went 4 innings this afternoon. Now the stretch and the little lefties. 1-2 pitch to Polanco. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And the Mariners have 2 down here at the bottom of the 8th. That was the Pen Report, brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the biggest and the best in the Northwest. Mariners starting this homestand by winning a series 2 games out of 3 against the Athletics. Now trying to do the same against San Diego. Starting play just a game and a half back behind the Astros. Astros playing at home later on tonight against Colorado. Here's Victor Robles. His second plate appearance. Pitch on the way to Vic. Swinging a chopper past the mound up the middle. Charging the shortstop off the glove. Bogarts. He came up without the baseball. It hit off his glove. And Robles, with his speed, he is safe at first base. Bogart's charging, got to it near the cut of the grass, but could not come up with the ball cleanly. And the Mariners have a big base runner with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up J.P. Crawford. Shadows of the upper deck creeping out to right behind the home plate area. Here's the stretch and the pitch. On the way to JP, there goes Victor. No, he stops, puts on the brakes. His helmet goes flying out towards second base, but he doesn't. And Victor heads on back to first, and the pitch was a ball. And the count is 1-0 on JP Crawford. Robles was a good 2-3 steps down the way toward third, then stopped and came right on back. He broke it down in a hurry. 1-0 on JP, the stretch by Matsui. And the pitch up and in as JP gets out of the way from ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Let's see if Robles tries to steal second with 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Matsui with the sign, the stretch. And now the 2-2 on the way to Crawford. Check swing, strike on the inside corner. And it's now 2-1. Mariners would love to tack on an add-on run here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Hey, look who's warming up down to the bullpen. Just called up from AAA Tacoma. Starter Emerson Hancock, now a reliever. Worked in the bullpen for the Rainiers. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play down the left field line, and the count is even on Crawford at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, good bet if the Mariners were able to push this lead to 4. That would be Hancock. If it's 3 or under, it'll be Munoz.
Darryl double barrel action in the bullpen for the Mariners. Munoz and Hancock. Here's the stretch and the 2-2. Robles takes off, swinging a hard ground ball first base line, knocking it down. Cronenworth, he picks it up in foul territory, gets to the bag for the out on J.P. Crawford, and then will retire the side. Cronenworth taking away an extra base hit away from J.P. Crawford, and he saves a run for San Diego. We go to the top of the 9th inning.
That's Gus Judge. His owner is Aaron Judge, captain of the Yankees. His dog park is Yankee Stadium. Ooh, I'd bowl in that grass for days. Betty gets to fetch those dingers. I'm sure Aaron chases him like that around the house. Aaron's also the nicest human ever. Just not to baseballs. My human, he eats shredded cheese by the handful. I hope Gus knows just how good he's got it.
Advantage of the Mazda of Everett price during the More to Move You sales event. MazdaofEverett.com. Claims based on Mazda USA inventory and sales reports.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
Well, here we go to the top of the 9th inning here at T-Mobile Park. The Mariners leading the Padres by a score of 4-2. Final game of the 3-game series. Nice crowd on hand here at the ballpark, and Andres Munoz will take over in relief. 3-1 for Munoz with a 1.41 ERA, making his 53rd appearance of the year, looking for his 31st save of the year. And this will be Luis Arraez will pinch hit for Iglesias. So this is Arraez, pitch on the way, and it's going to be high and outside for ball 1. So Rise not in the starting lineup today, but a good left-handed bat off the bench. Close to third base, Suarez. Here's the pitch. Rise showing bunt, and he takes it for a strike, and the count is even. And 1 ball and 1 strike. Munoz in 51 innings has given up only 28 hits, 24 walks, and 66 strikeouts. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. JP right there. He's got it. The throw to first, and it's in time to get a Rise. So a huge first out right there for Andres Munoz. 1 away. And the batter will be first baseman Jake Cronenworth, who took an extra base hit away from J.P. Crawford in the bottom of the 8th inning by diving to his left, knocking the ball down, getting to the bag for the final out of the inning. And if he doesn't get to that ball, Robles would have scored. Here's Cronenworth. The stretch and the pitch from Andres, and it's a strike called 0-1. Starts him off with a fastball at 98 miles an hour. Mariners acquiring Andres Munoz from the San Diego Padres back in August of 2020. The 0-1 pitch, low and outside for ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mariners in that deal got Ty France, Taylor Trammell, and catcher Luis Torrens along with Munoz in exchange for Austin Adams, Danny Altavilla, and catcher Austin Nola. The 1-1 pitch, low and outside for ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. One of the best trades the Mariners ever made, getting this kid right here from the Padres. Munoz from the belt, and the 2-1 pitch, swinging a foul off of Cal, and that rocks him back. And Cronenworth gives him a pat on the chest protector where that platinum label is sewn in, as the best defensive player in the league last year. Man, that was a nasty foul ball. Off the mask of Cal, and the home plate umpire Will Little checks in with Cal as well, gives him a little time to recover. Count is even on Cronenworth at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mariners looking for a win and a series win against the Padres. Mariners head off on the road trip right after the ball game this afternoon. Day off tomorrow in Cleveland to start the long trip. Now the stretch and the 2-2 on the way, and it's low and outside for ball 3. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Munoz, a little tug of the bill of his cap, really bends over at the waist to look in to get the sign from Cal. Now the stretch and the 3-1 pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up out of play on the third base side. And the count is still full. And 3 balls and 2 strikes. Munoz last season with 22 saves and 30 this year. Munoz looks in ready, and the 3-2 pitch, swinging a foul back behind the plate. Cronenworth, a tough cookie up there at home plate, fouls it away. Long at bat for Cronenworth. He was 2 for 4 last night with a run batted in. Was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. That's how the Padres got one of their 2 runs in the 6th inning. Now the stretch, and again the 3-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball, well hit down the left field line, in toward the corner, and this one is going to be a fair ball off the fence. Up with the ball is Randy Arozarena, the throw into third, and Jake Cronenworth is standing on at second base with a 1-out double. That ball almost got out of here the other way. It's a double for Cronenworth, and the Padres will get the tie and run up to home plate.
He took 98 off the plate and took it off the yellow line at the top of the wall. That's as close as you can get. As the Padres will go back to the bench here, Will Wagner will pinch hit.
Billy's kid, so Wagner, we saw Wagner the other night. Here's the stretch. Wagner, a left-handed hitter. The stretch of the pitch by Munoz, swinging a foul back, came right after him with a fastball at 98. And the count is 0-1 on Wagner. So 1 on and 1 out, and that was mighty close to getting out of the ballpark. The ball hit by Cronenworth. Look in by Munoz, and the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball into the gap in left center field. Randy on the run. He's there in time to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Randy got there quickly, so 2 outs for the Padres here in the top of the 9th inning. Back to second goes Cronenworth. And now the Mariners 1 out away from their 72nd win on the year. 1 out away from a series win again against San Diego. And 1 out away from getting to within 1 game right now of Houston in the West. Everybody on their feet. Here's Fernando Tatis Jr. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a slider. And the count is 0-1. Mariners taking 2 out of 3 from the A's. Looking to take 2 out of 3 from the Padres. To wind down the homestand, Munoz ready, fires away, the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss and a fastball at 99 miles an hour. And right away, Munoz jumping out in front of the count, and 0-2 on Tatis. Munoz trying to end it right here, right now. The set by Munoz, and the 0-2 on the way, and it's a slider low and outside for ball 1, 1 ball, and 2 strikes. The big hit for the Mariners this afternoon, another 3-run home run by Gino Suarez. That came in the bottom of the 4th inning. The look in by Munoz. And the right-handers 1-2 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball into the gap in the right center field. On the run, Luke Ray, they can't get to it. It's on the track and rolled to the fence. Cronenworth rounding third, he will score. Tatis in its second with a 2-out RBI double. And it's a 1-run ball game. It's now the Mariners 4 and the Padres 3 as Tatis drives it deep the other way into the gap in right center. Cronenworth scoring easily, and now the Padres have the tying run on at second base.
That's a tip of your cap hitting. That was 100 on the corner. And Tatis, who is an excellent hitter, he took into the gap. That's just really good hitting, and fortunately the Mariners had 2 runs to work with here, so the margin for error down to just 1. So 1 more big out to get.
That's Robles out in right field. Victor was trying to get to it, but beyond his reach. So now Tatis, the tying run on its second. It's the Mariners 4 and the Padres 3. Woodworth back to the Mariners first base dugout, and here is Ramon Laureano. Everybody still on their feet. Munoz looking for that 27th out. The stretch. There goes Tatis to third. Pitch on the way for a strike. No throw to third. And Tatis will advance 90 feet without a challenge. He had the walking lead. Munoz just wants to get the final out here on Laureano. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to third. Gino scoops it up, tosses across, and the ball game is over. The Mariners hang on and win it. A final score of 4-3 this afternoon to end the series against the Padres. And the Mariners right now just 1 game back of the Houston Astros. Munoz will get his 31st save of the season. Brian Wu, the starter, going 5 2/3 innings. He left with the lead. He's going to get the win. Wu now 12-7 on the year. The guy's out there at second base doing the happy dance. And the Padres leave the tying run on at second base. The Mariners win it 4-3. And what another outstanding ball game for Eugenio Suarez. He had a single, stole second, scored a run in the second, but it was his 3-run home run that was the difference in this game. In the bottom of the 4th inning, his 42nd home run of the year. He now has 104 runs batted in on the season. He becomes one of only 5 players with 4 100-plus RBI seasons since 2018. So Eugenio Suarez with a big day at the plate. Great job by the bullpen. Spire, Brash, Pizzardo, and Munoz with the save. And the Mariners come away with a close-knit victory this afternoon, 4-3 over the San Diego Padres. And the Mariners are playing some really great baseball here in